Yes, open.
All right.
Huh.
We're now. Shoot, I don't know. Let me see. Now let me pull this up on this computer so I can actually see the questions. Gmail.com.
I probably should have reviewed those questions, shouldn't
He the one who be watching. Oh, oh yeah, the conversation we was having the other day.
I?
Do you know about the conversation still?
Wait, what?
Do you know about the conversation that came upon us the other day, maybe like a week ago, about corn on the gaming PC?
I don't know if I was part of that conversation, but you know.
Yeah, so me and Price and I think Wavy, we were playing ranked, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I realized I had my game on display capture instead of game capture. And I was
Okay.
like, oh, snap. Because I'm like, why my browser showing on my goddamn screen? I was
Mm.
like, now, what if I would have been watching something over here, watching some porn or something?
On the slide.
And joking, because who the heck is really sitting at their desk and they gaming chair booty butt naked? Like, we was literally going into depth. If you sitting at your
You would
gaming
be
chair at the
surprised.
desk, legs wide open, watching corn on a gaming monitor that you pay about 2 to 3K for on a 32-inch monitor or whatever the sort, a 5090, just saying, you pay all that money to sit there
You
in
would
your
be
gaming chair,
surprised. There are
booty
people like that
cheeks,
for sure. There are
and
people
then you
like that.
inviting your friends over to come play on your setup, didn't wash the mouse off, didn't wash the keyboard, they just all up in your cheeks in the chair, got the jizz on the mouse. They don't even know what they doing. Then they go to
Jizz on
touch
the
their
mouse
face
is
like
wild.
Hey,
just think about it. Like,
I ain't think
can you
about it in
imagine?
depth like that, but yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's a lot. That's a lot of detail I was not
that's a
ready for
lot of
on a
detail.
Sunday afternoon.
Like I thought my
I'm
I
glad
stopped
I
at.
do not use other niggas' setups.
And now you never won't after hearing that.
I,
You
I
gonna be
was gonna
thinking about
stop
that
at
like,
it's
hold
just
up.
nasty. I was gonna stop at it's just nasty, but she went into like detail about it. I was like, oh okay,
Look,
yeah.
I didn't go into
Detail.
these details. Everybody in the
Very,
chat
very
and
detailed.
those
That
I was
was
playing with was going into details, and I'm just like, really?
yeah. You
Talking
think
about
about it
watching
like
it,
because
watching,
now I got questions
watching
like
corn with ray tracing.
ray tracing is
Ray
insane.
tracing. Oh my lord.
Ray tracing is
200
insane.
FPS.
200 titties in HD, boy.
Look like it's right in your face.
4K. 4K.
Hey titties. Oh
Reach for the
man.
right. Hold on, because it's Sunday
Max
still. Lord,
graphics.
let's come back to let's come
Anyway,
back to the Sunday. Let's
and
come
we're
back to
coming
the
back. We're
Sunday.
coming back though. All right, y'all. Let me see. Did I even have? I
Hey,
think I have it.
Valentine's Day was yesterday.
It's your
Hey.
fault, boss. You know, brought this conversation back up. Lord, have His mercy.
I think I did
Valentine's
have
Day
it.
was yesterday. I'm sure
It
a good
was.
amount of gaming chairs got some love more than others did.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
Yep. Did
Gaming
anybody else
chair out here getting more cheeks. Then let me stop.
did anybody get their cheeks clapped yesterday, or did the cheek clapping yesterday?
I don't know nothing about that.
Okay. 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 So that's one. That's a yes. Mario.
That's a yes. What? I said I don't know nothing about that, and you got yes out of that.
No, just kidding.
No, I was working.
Hello?
He's
I was
working.
working.
Okay,
I was
for
making
that.
money.
I love see that.
Working
That's
being an
what
excuse
I'm
is
saying.
crazy.
Yes, exactly.
Hey,
How
I'm
that
single
song
as a
go?
Pringle.
Working all right. What you was over there doing, Stu?
I man, what I was live. I was live, and then I was asleep, and then I
And
hosted
I
a
was
poacher night
live
in my
too. I
Discord.
spent mine with my children.
Yeah, yeah. Bro, I opened your stream, and I was like, "Who is this?"
Oh, that's baby Telly, my twin. Everybody thought was me. At first, I'm like, my hair is not black, so how did y'all think it was?
Man, I opened the stream, and I was like,
Y'all think I dyed my hair back that
"Ah."
quick?
No, I just had a moment of confusion. Like I knew it wasn't you, but I didn't know who it was. So I was like, "Should I DM tell and let her know somebody that stole her shit, or like?"
That's crazy.
I was so confused for a
The
little bit.
hijack the stream is crazy.
But then I read the title and I was
Hello?
like, oh, okay. That makes more sense. But yeah, I just had a little
That's
Discord
my
night for all the
baby.
singles in my Discord last night. We watched some Disney movies and just chilled, you
Oh,
know.
that's so
So
thoughtful of you.
It was a cool little night.
What did y'all watch?
We watched Encanto, we watched Coco, and watched High School Musical.
Ooh, W High School Musical. I don't know if I ever
I've
watched the other
just I,
two. I'm not gonna lie.
I've, I've just watched High School Musical within this last year, like from start to finish, for the first time.
For the first time ever.
Yeah, for the first time
For
ever.
like the first movie or like all three?
What was your
Just the
childhood?
first one.
This first one, okay.
High School Musical was around the time I started like steering away from Disney, and I was moving towards like more Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network.
Nickelodeon Cartier.
That ain't no excuse. Like
That is an excuse.
it's
That
the
is my
start
excuse,
of
and I'm
Okay.
sticking
something
to it.
new,
And
and you
his
feel
Oh,
so
I
right
know
to
all the
begin. Like
songs
what?
and all like the quotes, but as
in
far
his
as the
defense,
the,
in
the
his
little
defense, at that time,
I'm
Avatar just
offended.
came out. You know what I'm saying? Avatar Nickelodeon. There was a lot
I
of
don't
cool
know.
shows
I'm not.
that were a lot cooler than High
yeah,
School
about
Musical.
I
Avatar.
don't know if I
You
can
know what I'm
accept
saying?
this. This is yeah.
You
This
ain't
is
seen
different
Avatar
enough.
either?
No, no.
Oh
All right,
yeah, this man is
yeah,
Patrick
let's start
Star
this
at this
pod.
point,
Let's
living up
start this
under the rock,
podcast off before we
man.
get.
Nice to meet you, Patrick. This is not the first
Man ain't seen
surprise.
Avatar. Oh, okay. Well,
Hello?
that's the next thing we're gonna watch, man. Encanto's my
I can't even be mad no more.
yeah. This at this point.
Double whammy. God damn. God damn.
Okay, so you know what? I'm going to pull it up on ChatGPT because I thought I made a PDF for myself, but I guess I didn't. So now I'm going to read it straight from ChatGPT. And yes, Chat,
W chat GBT.
I create my scripts on ChatGPT. Okay, I am
Hey, you
not
gotta
a
do what you
full
gotta
blown
do.
writer,
Hey,
so where I can do that. So
gotta use the system. Don't let
You
it
know?
use you.
As long as you're not writing a whole essay with it and turning it in to get an A plus,
nah,
right?
nah,
I don't know.
I wasn't smart enough to do that back in high school.
Not
I
smart enough to write an essay in AI is crazy.
man, what, bro? People were doing that back in high school, man, or not say college. College is more.
But I'm saying you're not smart enough to use AI makes you even more dumb in itself because they say people who use AI is dumb. You realize that, right? You just called yourself a double dummy. God
And
damn.
it be like that sometimes. Okay,
Nah.
where is this script at, man? I type way too much, bro. Here, I type so much in here. These are music intros. Okay, all right. That's the mid episode real quick.
Music
Now,
intros is crazy. You over there
bro,
making
the
music
stuff,
too?
the stuff that yeah, I actually did low key make a song yesterday. That's off the top of my head. But
This
I've been doing a
man
whole
trying to
bunch of
be
stuff.
multifaceted.
I'm trying to do something, bro. I'm trying to figure out how to get this money by
Hey,
tomorrow.
you
Trying to
gotta
figure out how
make
to
it
get this
shake.
money by tomorrow, man. I'm trying to figure out how to get this money by
Trying to
tomorrow.
figure out how to quit that job.
Feel me?
Asking ChatGPT for a new way every day. Like, damn.
Every day, I need to
If
figure
this
out
So
man
something.
can
how
hop on
can I
TikTok
make
and make this
this
song,
amount
I
of
know I
money?
can.
You
God
know,
damn.
without going to jail, the fastest way possible. But all right,
Of
because
course.
you got to type that in there. Otherwise, ChatGPT, you can rob a bank on the fit. Nah, I ain't gonna-
Nah, it ain't gonna take that shit.
But all right, okay, I found it. Okay, so we're gonna go and do this.
Oh my gosh.
All right, okay. Actually, there we go. Boom. All right, all right. So welcome in, everybody, to the Cool Down Den. I'm your host, Stu. What's up, everybody? I have two lovely guests today. You know what? F the script. I'm sorry. Do whatever. I have two lovely guests today, and we're talking. We're doing our second episode of the community series. Last week we talked about my story as far as community was. That's my first solo episode. If you guys haven't seen my solo episode by Stu, go ahead and check that out. The link gonna be up here for all my people watching on YouTube. You guys can click that somewhere. I'll post it somewhere. Y'all see it. But yes, last week we talked about what it was like growing up in a community-filled neighborhood for me, and then moving away from that because not everybody grew up in that situation, right? Shoot, Mario, you can attest to that. How we grew up in Kent, and everybody knew everybody, and it's just And then as you grow up away from that, and you see what it's like to live outside of a community, how crazy different it actually is. And so that was just my experience. So this week we're talking about kind of the same thing. Kind of the same thing. We're still focusing on the word community, okay? But tonight's episode is called "Alone Together: The Slow Death of Community in the Digital Age." Okay, so we live in a time where you can message anyone instantly. Okay, but we struggle with the face-to-face communication. we constantly are connected, yet somehow we constantly also feel isolated at the same time. Before we dive in, make sure you guys subscribe and follow. Turn on notifications so you guys never miss an upload for the podcast all the time. Okay. So we also have a very first timer on the podcast today. I finally got her. It took me like 5 months of begging, pleading.
Has it been that long?
No, it ain't been that. Let's probably about 3
It has
months.
not
You've been
been that
counting.
long.
So it's
like
actually
3
5 months, 26 days,
Let's
3
just say
hours,
this is
and
nothing but
56
God.
seconds.
I didn't overthink it. I just said okay, because if I would have put my
No.
thought into it, I would have said no again. But I just
So
went
with
with the
that
flow.
being said, Telly, just go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are. You know what you do, all that good stuff.
Hey y'all, I'm Telly baby. I go by Telly. I'm a Warzone gamer and streamer. That's all I breathe, sleep, and eat. I do other things too from time to time, just depending on how I feel. I could play anything and really it don't matter, but Call of Duty is just my go-to. I'm a mother. I have three beautiful girls and a son, and yeah, I'm known for just cussing people out on Warzone and being a lovely mom. That's my forte. That's my niche. And here I am somehow, like Stu said, I don't even know how I got here. I have been denying him some from the get go. Like, no, it would never happen. It would never happen. But somehow the Lord has brought me here today. So maybe I have a word to share that somebody might take in and keep
Got
close
to.
to them.
Everybody has a word, and so everyone's word is important. So thank you so much for coming to share yours. You know what I'm saying? And you guys already
Thank
know, man.
you.
Rio's been on here. He was on the very, very, very first episode of the Cooldown Den, and he basically like a co-host, low key type shit. So, but for anybody who doesn't know you, go ahead and introduce yourself again.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? I'm Rio B. I'm a variety streamer. I play anything, everything, all across the way. Right now, we've been on the Arc Raiders, the 2XKO. We need some more console people on that. Come on, y'all. Come on, console people. Let's not let this game die. I'm also a full-blown entertainer, so I'm an MC, dancer, photo host, actor, model, all the things above. And I'm a dog daddy, as you can see. Pup is in my face trying to give me love.
Yep,
But yeah, that's me.
So, yep. So that's Real B, man. He actually is a full blown actor. It's actually, if you guys haven't seen it in his streams, it is so funny seeing an actor be a streamer. It's hilarious.
I gotta
Because
see
stuff,
that.
because stuff is just like not as exciting. It's just like a dull part of the game. It's not dull with him. It's just like something you would be like, okay, that's just okay. Oh, a blow up. Oh, whatever. But he gonna be like, ah, and I'm like, oh shit. So now you excited because he excited, and it's kind of cool. So
Yeah, we did our first scary game run through, and I tell you, nothing was going on, but it was a lot going on with me.
Man, it was funny. It was funny. I'm like, nigga, all they do is turn the light out, man.
What game was it?
Resident Evil Village.
Why did I have a feeling?
Yeah.
Because everybody's playing it right now. That game is crazy.
That game is definitely
Crazy.
I don't do scary games, and like
Me neither.
literally, it's just yeah.
It's a hot mess.
hot man. It's hot man. So if you guys have been watching the podcast long enough, you know every guest brings something different to the table, different backgrounds, different experiences, but the same question. All right. So what happened to the real connection? So let us just start here. Let's start with the very first question. When was the last time either one of y'all was in a room full of people, but you still felt completely alone or isolated? It's kind of a heavy one to start, but you know what I mean? I'm going to dive right in. You know, so who wants to go first with that one?
I can go
Yeah,
first.
think about it.
Okay, bet.
Honestly, it was very recent, very recent. It was New Year's actually, New Year's Eve. I went out with some folks. We had plans to go to like some place that was doing like a New Year's Eve event. We got there, and it was a big snowstorm that night because I live in Cleveland, and it was a big snowstorm. So we got there, walk in, look around, I don't hear no music. I see like two people, no lights on, no nothing. And yeah, the bartender's like, yeah, the DJ left about an hour ago. Nobody showed up. I'm like, all right, well, what do we do? So there's a spot And here in Cleveland, we love to go to. It's called Corky's. It's a karaoke bar. So we're like, forget it. We'll go to Corky's. It's going 7 days a week. Always people there. Go there. We're doing like they were like giving out free champagne glasses, and like I'm standing there right in front of the bartender handing the champagne out, and I'm like, I see her pass one person pat next to me, other person next to me. It's like 5, 6 people she didn't pass next to me, and I'm just standing there right in front of her. I'm like, hey, do we gotta pay for these or something? She's like, no, they're free. And I'm like, well, then where the fuck is mine? I'm right here. I'm right here. And eventually, like, I got mine. Then, like, later on, it was like a couple of moments where it was just like, and that like felt like I was alone. So was there with my buddy, and he's like, all right, let's sign up for a song together. I chose what is the song called? Got Me Up All Night. All I'm saying is Power Trip. So he's gonna do Miguel part. I was gonna do J. Cole's. So my song comes up. Granted, his name is like 2 songs after mine. Song comes up, I go up there, look around, waiting for my buddy, nowhere to be found. So I'm like, well, I told the DJ, I'm like, hey, yeah, the person I was supposed to do the song with is apparently not here right now. So can you just switch it to something else I'm comfortable with? So I did my go-to, Look At Me Now, and did my song, walked off. 2 songs later, my buddy pops back up for his song that he signed up for. I'm like, I wonder where you were. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna let this ruin the mood. I'm just gonna, continue. I'm gonna support and bring good energy. Rewind back to during the ball drop. The ball drop is going on, like the countdown, like 10, 9, and like this chick, she's like, hey, I like your sweater. I'm like, I know you. Like, we've hung out a bunch of times. It's 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year. She's like, who are you? I'm like, I'm like, yeah, this is just like, and then the ice on the cake, there's a chick there. I was like, I told my homie, I'm like, hey, I got my eye on her. I think I'm gonna go for her tonight. He's like, going later down the line, and he's like, all right, I'm about to wingman you. I'm like, all right, I don't usually do wingman situations. I do my own thing, got my own style. So he goes talk to her friend. I go to slide around to like start talking to her. Some other girl comes up and starts the conversation in the total opposite direction. So as soon as I come around, she turns around, starts talking to them. And I'm standing there waiting for the conversation. I'm standing there, and it's like 2-3 minutes go by. It felt like an hour. I'm like, all right, I feel stupid standing here. He's over here talking to her friend. She's in the conversation. I'm just here like a bump on the log. And I'm like, yeah, it's about time to go home.
It's about that time. Just about that time, man. Sometimes
it's about that time. We're supposed to go to an after spot. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not in the energy to keep.
Right. And it be like that sometimes. Sometimes you be like, you know what? I'm not about to be the 15th wheel here. I'm not about to do that. Like, just take my L and move on. Telly, what about you? Have you ever been in a room full of people and you just felt alone? Like you felt like you would be there or whatever?
Oh, plenty of times. I'm trying to think. It was this recent time. I know it was probably a holiday. A lot of people might know, a lot of people might not know. I'm not in the relationship I was in recently with the father of my children, so I've been going through like relationship like breakup, and y'all know how that is, trying to live your life on your own afterwards and just learn life over pretty much by yourself after being with somebody for so long. So I could just say any event from there on out, because I'm around my brother a lot now and he's married. And then my other brother has a girlfriend too. And most of the time we do stuff together, like have little parties, game nights, go out to eat. And sometimes it's like, okay, I feel loved. I'm around my family. But then at the end of the day, I'm looking around like, damn, I'm the fucking third wheel. I don't have nobody. It would be like, where is my person? Everybody got theirs. Like, hello? And the crazy part about it is when I think about it, I think hard about it. And I'm like, it don't even matter really, because the funny, ironic thing behind it, the father of my children did not like being around my family anyway. So even if we were together right now, it's like God saying, don't even worry about it. Even if y'all was together, he wouldn't even want to be here with y'all. You'll still be a third wheel. Because I still would go out with him even while I was with him. I would still go out. He wouldn't. It got to a point I didn't even ask him no more if he wanted to go with
Mm.
us to do this or that. It could just be somebody's birthday or Christmas or whatever. And it just got to the point where it was like, well, you're more than likely going to be doing this by yourself anyway. It's kind of like a
Right.
preparation thing. So
Mm-hmm.
now when I do it, I don't really think about it until you see everybody around you kissing and stuff, and you like,
Right. Yeah,
oh,
you.
hold
That's how it
on,
be. You don't
where
ever really
my
think about it until you like.
where my kiss at? Like, hello, like,
Like,
damn, I forgot we not just all family, y'all together, y'all doing stuff behind the closed doors. Oh,
You know what? That must be nice.
must be
How that,
underneath the
nice.
mistletoe.
I'm trying to
So
see
I ain't
what
gonna
that
sit
be
here and
like.
act like it don't like get to me, In the moment, it's like, yes, I have company. I'm doing stuff with people. This is nice. Familiarity, people I'm comfortable with. But then at the end of the day, when it settles in, it's like, yeah, you're alone, bitch. You don't have nobody to kiss on you, touch on
Mhm.
you. And I like love. I love love. I'm a
Love
lover
it.
girl. So
Love it.
I need that. But I'm learning right now it's okay to be alone. It's okay to not have somebody touching on you, kissing on you, whispering in your ear,
You
That's
need
how
that
I
a
got all
little
these
bit.
goddamn kids. So it's like I need this. I've never truly been alone. I have been in and out of relationships since I was 17. So God is really firm with me, trying to show me what it's like to be by myself. He's like, I'm gonna need you to see what it's like first, so you don't never put all of that love and care and heart into somebody who just takes it away like it's nothing, because that shit hurts. So
True.
to really be able to take on my days and do it by myself and not have that, it's a good feeling not having to depend on somebody to give what I should be giving myself.
Mm.
But it does get hard being in a room full of people and you just feel like, damn, did the lights turn off? Did the music die out? Like you just in your head, like fuck, and everybody around you laughing, having fun. I've been there, just sitting in the corner, like damn, I need to go in the bathroom for a second. Like I've been
Just
there
yeah,
too many
yeah, for
times in
sure,
this past year.
for
Like I
sure.
need to step away before they see my face.
Cause think about, are you
I've been
cool? You
there.
good? You be like,
Yeah, and you don't
so
even want to say
and
like,
once they ask
nah, I
you
feel
cool, then it's
alone.
like,
Yeah, the tears will flow.
no.
And I'm sensitive. I'm a crybaby. That's all it takes for somebody to say, "Are you okay?" No, my dog died. My car broke down. I lost my house. No, I'm not okay. And it's
Yeah, you
like,
don't want to do
damn,
that.
that shit hard, but it builds you up at the same time. God
It
knows
definitely
what
do.
you need in your
It
time
definitely.
of need.
It
So
def no, it
yeah.
definitely do. And he's always gonna be the one person that always knows what you need for sure. I ain't gonna lie, I felt
Hmm.
alone a lot, and not just like recently, but just like I mean, of course, recently, get out of a relationship, kind of the same thing as you tell you. I was in a very serious relationship with someone for a very long time, and it got real toxic real quick. It got
Mm.
it got real toxic, and just being the lover boy I am, I tried to go through that toxicness and just keep you holding on to that rose
Same.
petal,
We
even
might
though
be the
it's
same person.
mm.
even though it's crap.
It's
Hold
time
on
to
to the
just start
rose petal.
stomping that bitch out. Like,
Yo, but yeah, so but I had to learn to let go, and so now they continue try to talk to me still to this day. It's still funny though, but I,
of
I always
course.
block them because lately it was 2 days ago. It's funny, the day before Valentine's Day she hit me up on a completely different phone number, and so she
The day
called me,
before Valentine's
and I've been answering.
That's
I've been
Day. The
answering.
devil.
I've been answering random numbers lately. Normally, I don't answer random numbers because, like, whatever. But lately, because I'm going to the doctor, I've been trying to get my life together. Physical therapist calling
Mm.
me, like a whole bunch of stuff. So I've been answering random numbers because of doctor stuff. And so this time I answered this number, and she's like, "Hey," I'm like, "What? What you want?" She's like, "Oh, so you don't even think I exist no more?" I was just like, "There's a reason we haven't talked in months. What do you want?" And she's like, "Well, I just want to see what you do on Valentine's Day. I'm doing some movie stuff in my Discord. I hope you have fun with your date." And I hung up. What she got date? I don't know, but it's just like I don't need that energy. I don't need that energy. But that actually moved the silence be loud. The silence is definitely loud, boss. I feel you on that. But that moves us to the next question I have right here. I keep trying to use a mouse for this computer, and it's not the mouse for this computer. So I'm doing this like, where's the mouse at? And yeah, it's whatever. Um, so so I think nowadays we always talk about the comparison between our generation and our parents' generation, right? And so I
Mm.
want to ask a question here. Do you think loneliness in our generation is different than when it was back then? Because nowadays, and this is just my opinion, real quick. I think you can be lonely in a room full of people because you're not with the people you want. So, for instance, let's say like you had a family outing or whatever, but you want to be with your man, your woman, whatever, and so you texted them, even though you got so many people around you, or because you don't have the connection to the people in the room, you feel lonely, even though you're in the room. Whereas I think back in the day, our parents may have had a better semblance of community, so where they knew how to not feel alone if they were with people. So for them, the way I see it, they didn't feel alone unless they were actually alone. Whereas nowadays, us millennials, we alone even though we got people in front of our face. So what y'all think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like it's because this technology, like it's so easy. Oh, I don't, I'm feeling anxious right now. Too many people around me. Let me pull my phone out. Look at this real quick. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's so easy to like step out of your present moment that you're in and take yourself to another time, like whether it be the future you think about, oh, what I'm gonna eat tomorrow, this is boring, I don't like none of this food they got here, oh, this person saying something I don't like, let me go text this person real quick, try to get my mind off of what my dad just said or whatever. So it's so easy for us to take ourselves out of the present moment and pick up wherever we want to be instead to try to find something to fill that void. And they didn't have that really as much back in the day. Like when they had typewriters and had to write letters, like it wasn't no just pulling out.
How far back we go?
It wasn't no
I was thinking like the '90s. She went back to like the 1800s. Like,
I'm just saying, for example, it don't have to be that far back, but they had less technology. Let's say when they only had the computer and maybe track phones.
yeah,
They had to pay for the minutes. Okay, I don't
right.
got nothing but 2 minutes left. This is for emergencies only. I ain't gonna get no more minutes for a few weeks. So I can't hit up Sharonda because Nancy over here pissing me off. So they had to just be in that moment and be like, fine, let me just step outside, smoke a cigarette, cool off, come back in, recuperate. They couldn't do what we could do now and
Yeah,
easily just
you
turn
used
to
to have
our
to sit in
phone,
that shit. You used to have to sit in it, whatever it was.
Hmm.
You had to
sit
sit
in
in
it or try to take their mind off of it some way. And I feel like that was probably better because sometimes all of this digital access, easy digital access can distract us at the same time in a negative way because we could turn our mind from one negative thing and turn to something else negative that'll pissed us
it.
off. Open up Twitter and something remind us of some trauma we have. Like it's that easy. It's happened. And now you even more fucking pissed.
I
Bawling your
just saw
eyes out
something
like
yesterday. I saw something
that's all it
yesterday.
takes.
Literally, I opened Twitter. It was like 8 a.m. It's like 8 a.m. I woke up. I opened up Twitter. The first thing I see is, the reason why there's so many lonely women on Valentine's Day. 'Cause all these niggas broke. I said,
Oh my gosh.
I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
first,
I knew it was
it
about to
can't
be some
be.
bull.
It can't be because men are just sick of the bullshit. It can't be because of that. It's just because we all broke. Now, me, that
Yeah.
kind of double hits because I am actually broke. So that actually is. That actually is.
Hello?
But even if I did have money, I still don't want to be with nobody right now because the data pool has feces in it, man. But no, yeah, and so that's why most men ain't doing that right now because most men they sick of the bullshit. That's why they ain't dating right now, not because they broke, you know. But
Or
Mario,
I
what
could
you
use,
stop it,
sorry,
Steve?
I was just gonna say I could use my situation I'm going through as an example. Back then, a lot of couples, parents, grandparents, they stayed together because they felt like, they had to.
It has
It
to be
wasn't no,
there.
oh, I'm finna
Hmm.
go hit up Tony. I know he finna give me what I want. Oh, I got
What?
10 other on
What?
my line. Like it wasn't as easy for them to do that. They felt they had to keep the family together, even if it was broken, even if it was secrets, even if it was pain. Now we're accepting our self-worth and seeing, okay, me and this person not getting along the way we should be, so it's time to go. Like, even if it takes long, more people are doing it and seeing that's actually healthier than staying in these situations and knowing that it's okay, because that generation has told us for so long, oh, grandpa and grandma stayed together for 20,000 years. Like, my parents, they are fucking toxic as
Mm.
hell. And they're together to this day. They were together since before I was even born. So I've always looked at that like, okay, if they could work through it, I can. And it's kept me in so many fucking toxic situations because of that. And it's now getting to a point where I'm learning healthy, like, self-worth and love. Like, it does not have to be that.
Right.
You shouldn't feel bad for leaving things behind that are not good for you. And society has taught us so much in the past that, no, stick around, push through, don't give up so easily. But you got to think, if somebody is cussing me out and talking to me a certain way because I ain't
Mm.
put a dish in the sink or I ain't wiped the hair off the counter, I got to take that and just put up with it because it's, oh, they're just talking to you a certain way. At least you're not getting beat on, you know? And it's
No,
like,
I
no, it
definitely
don't
agree.
matter how it is. You should be able to leave that shit alone if it's not right for you. I don't care if it's a family member, a friend, a relationship, a dog. If that dog ain't listening to you and shitting all over your house, kick that motherfucker out. Oh, Henry doesn't know what he's doing. Kick Henry. Kick it
That's
the
just bad
fuck out.
parenting right
That's just
there.
bad parenting.
Don't put that. Don't put that on
So
the dog.
I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we're here. Cause I'm gonna skip the
Sometimes
next
it do
question.
be the dog.
So I'm gonna go ahead and skip on to the next question here because that leads me into what I kind of want to get into today, right?
Wait, we didn't
The,
even let Rio answer. I just
yeah,
cut
yeah,
off.
go ahead. Don't do that. So no, yo, I'm gonna reset the question for you, but we get to the next one. So
Yeah.
do you think that the loneliness today look different than how it did, let's say 10, 20 years ago?
Yes, I agree with basically everything you and Telly were saying. I did my answer was a little bit I wanted to piggyback off of, and I kinda already had the thought of like also, yeah, our parents had way more community. Like I remember just growing up, like way more family functions, way more family gatherings, like
Mhm.
even for most holidays, there was family gathering. I would go see both sides of my family. I would see just a lot more of my family growing up. So I feel like it was just a stronger sense of community, which is not the same. Like I can't remember the last holiday I spent with my mother's side of the family. Um and I don't that connection is like being lost through time, and like we're the unks now and the aunties now, so we got to be the ones to put things together. But like when you don't have that strong community and family, like you feel like support and just that like group, it's hard. It's hard to not feel alone in today's age, especially when like you feel like you have so much access, or people feel like they have access to you, or they know what's going on with you in your life because based on what you post on social media. But it's all like a facade on what so social media is not what the reality of what people are going through, but that's what we base a lot of our opinions
Mm.
on how we perceive people. So
And that is true. Social media definitely can influence a lot of people's mindset of what they think their actual perception is for people. Um, yeah, leading in. I mean, Mario, if you follow along with the question, I'm gonna jump down to number six. Right, I'm gonna jump down
mhm.
straight down to number six. So, do do likes and comments trick our brains into feeling societally fulfilled? So, like, I'm gonna change that into a way that because what the fuck. So, do you think
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna put down in layman's terms. Do we think that a lot of people look at likes and comments and shares and all this stuff, and they it boasts their head up, or even vice versa? Not having likes and comments, you think you're not the shit, even though you might actually be the shit. Do we think social media has really tricked our brain into thinking that?
Yes. My daughter,
One
for
hundred
example,
percent.
she's only 12 and she has YouTube and all of that. And I've always wanted to hold off on that and let her have it, something that's monitored. But it got to a point where it's like kids be just doing shit on their own and shit. So it's like, oh my gosh, you got it. You got it, bro. But my younger son, he can't have all of that no more. Like he's banned from Roblox because he takes somebody. He told me somebody was bullying him on the game. I took the tablet and looked, and the kids came up to me. Guess what they were saying? I pooped in your pants. I said, that's bullying you? Yeah, you don't need Roblox
Oh
anymore. It got to a
man.
point where it's like he can't have chat on it, but he knows how to log out. He was only like 6, 7 at the time, and he's knowing how to log out and make a new account. So it was got to a point where it's like you not even having like your band, you can't even download it no more. Cause it's like if you think somebody saying I poop in your shorts is bullying you, I don't know what to do when somebody's actually bullying you. You just might
Yeah.
jump off a bridge if you think pooping in shorts is bullying.
Because
Like,
there was a time when people actually would
hello?
throw poop at you. Like, come on, like, bro, what? Like, you talking about imaginary poop on a screen? We had to grow up in time where people had to dunk their head in toilets and like, like for real, like
Exactly, real live bullying.
real
Like,
life
let's
shit in your
not get
face.
started on that. Like, hello?
You know.
And the teachers just acting like they don't know nothing. Like,
Don't
what
do
you
nothing. The
talking
teacher's
about?
scared
Bully would
too.
never
Like,
do nothing like that. Like, teacher scared of the bully. Like bully looking like you better not fucking say shit. And teacher just like,
man,
so it's like you think somebody saying I poop in your shorts. If anything, that motherfucker is nasty.
I just watched these, mom. I just watched
Like,
these.
not a bully. That's not a bully.
Right.
And then my daughter, she streamed on my channel the past 2 days by herself. I was here like on the side, but I let her actually do it by herself this time because usually I would be here next to her, sitting with her. And she kept asking, "Why is nobody talking to me? Why is nobody talking? Nobody likes me." She was like, "Here, you could come get on here. Nobody wants to talk to me. They all want to talk to you." I'm
She
like,
definitely
"Baby,
did say that when I came in because I
yes, I
came
have to
in
keep."
towards
I don't
the
know if y'all
end.
heard me yelling at her in the background. I'm like, "Stop saying it." Like nobody wants to hear that. Like enjoy the stream. You asked me to stream,
Uh-huh.
so enjoy the stream. That's what you're there to do. It's not about who's like. Yes, we want all of those things, but we don't let those things get to our head. We enjoy it. People are coming to see you enjoy yourself when you stream. I said, think of it as a TV show. I always tell her that. I said, if you want to be a streamer, think of it as a TV show. When you turn on a TV show, do the TV show ask you to talk back to them and like, why are y'all watching the show? Why y'all not commenting on what just happened? Y'all ain't just see Bernie do this? Hello, I'm asking y'all a question.
No, I
And
love
she
that.
be
I love
laughing
that.
every time I say that. I have to keep bringing it up to her, and finally she started to understand a little bit. So she did it. She did better last night, and I was like, "Don't be with all that, because I could tell immediately when her attitude changed. I was like, even if nobody's talking, nobody's commenting, like just keep going, keep commentating, keep. Oh, I'm doing this, guys, or act like you having fun, even if you ain't. Because if you're not, don't get on the stream. That's my advice. If
Mhm.
you're not in good energy, I try not to get on the stream if I'm not in good energy. Like if I know my head is fucked up or I'm gonna be having an attitude with people when I get on the stream, I try not to even get on stream because it's like nobody's there for that. They be like
Yeah,
grind,
facts.
grind, grind. No, it's not all about grind, grind, grind. Grind at a healthy pace, you know? If your mind is not there today, it's okay. You don't have to get on the stream. You don't have to
Nah,
get on the
facts.
stream. I mean, if you sick, stuff like that, and you feel like, oh, I'm gonna just try to push through it, that's different. But if you're mentally fucked up in the head and you know
Can't
you
have
just
that.
went through some shit, your mind is in a whole
Mhm.
different place. You can't entertain people. You can't be kind to people at the same time. You might could keep it
Mhm.
up for a little bit, but eventually those thoughts start taking over. Like, man, you telling me your dog died and my fucking wife just left me at 20 years. You think I give a fuck about that? So you in the back of your head going through what you going through, and people coming and talking to you like a regular day, not knowing what you're going through. So it's like, why even hop on the stream? So I made it
Right.
very clear to her, like, yes, we want the likes, we want the comments, because she's always been one to reply to people on YouTube, like, oh, why you bullying this person? I'm like, you can't control everybody on the
You
internet.
can't.
Read and
Yeah,
go.
that's it.
Mhm.
Read and go. Stop replying to everybody. Stop asking them why they doing it. She like to expose people and make videos about them. I'm like, stop. Stop. You're not the
It
savior
is a
of the
niche.
internet. You're not
I'm
the
about to,
savior of the
what's her channel? I'm about to follow her. She got
Yeah,
all
it's
the
a
juicy
niche.
stuff on her channel, bro. She got all the juice in her. I'm about to go follow her.
She be exposing people who trying to hack her Roblox. Like, guys, go report this person. She be trying to expose people that commented on
Oh
her.
man,
Like,
she gonna blow up.
look at what this girl said. I said, oh, stop bullying this person. And they said, oh, that's why this, that. And she'll expose them like on her channel. I'm like, please stop. Like, please stop. Please
She gonna blow up because look, because
stop.
that type of drama
That's what
people
her
love.
daddy kept saying. He was
Uh-huh.
like, just let her do her. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm
Yeah,
trying to teach you.
yeah.
Like,
This I'm telling you, there's a niche. There's a niche for that.
I
Right.
can't even fight it at this point.
For
She
real,
gonna
what
do what
about you,
she
man?
do.
Do you think people really focus on likes and comment stuff more than just personal connection?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I mean, I can be advocate to it because sometimes like I do get lost in the likes and the comments, and it's just like a boost to the ego. It's a
Oh,
big boost to your ego. Like when I post something like going on in my life and I get like X amount of comments on it from just people from like all different stages of my life, like it makes you feel good. Makes you feel good. But also on the flip side of it, like especially us being content creators, like that is the dopamine we're looking for and like the interaction we're looking for when we post our content that people are liking, sharing, commenting, because that's how we eat. That's how we eat in this industry. But when you do post something and like it's not getting the love that you expected, like you put all this hard work into it and like it's not getting love, it's very discouraging. It can
mm,
be very, very discouraging. And that's where like some people
Excuse
falter in this industry is like they focus so much on the likes, the comments instead of just pushing the content out and like just appreciating what your art that you're putting out to the world. So that's kind of my standpoint on it. It's like it's a double edged sword, especially like as content creators. It's a double edged sword because like on one flip side is like we do need the comments and likes and the shares and the interaction, but also you can't get so wrapped up in that to where like you just lose your passion for the art and the substance that you're putting out.
mm, that is true. And I don't really think about it as art. I need to start thinking about it as art. And I love, tell you, I loved what you said that of how as a streamer we're like a TV show, you know. And I
Mm-hmm.
never actually I have thought about that way once, but then I forgot about it because I think Mario, Jay can't be getting on my ass all the time about the type of streamers I'll be watching. Like I watch a lot of big names, Tim the Tatman, Nick Merck, Swag, and all that stuff. And so when they be saying these things, I'll be thinking about it. I'm like, why do I gravitate towards these type of people, right? And I think it's kind of what Telly was talking about. It's because of the production of it, right? Because everybody I just listed has a production team. Like Tim the Tatman literally has someone who basically can control his stream without him having to press a button. So all he has to do is focus on
Oh wow,
gaming, and
that's
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
because Whips will switch scenes, Whips will play music, Whips will do everything. Like Whips will because Whips is remotes into his PC. He'll switch scenes for him. He'll add command stuff for him to the point to where now Tim's like, shoot, I don't know how to do that shit. Whips do it.
That's crazy.
I think about
Imagine.
it. All that stuff you do
Trying to
like
get to that
command,
level.
adding
Yeah, at
commands,
that point,
switching
it really is a
scenes, all
show.
that stuff. Like
Cue the
like
music.
You're
Cause
right.
now
what?
now Tim has been
We gotta
streaming
Got a
get you
whole
since
production
naturally.
manager.
Tim has been
That's
streaming since
amazing.
2010, 2011, since Twitch was
Yeah,
what
since the
Justin
beginning
TV.
of
So he
Twitch.
an OG, he an OG. So I get that. But even still, like I love seeing that type of production value, right? The different type, the music and the interaction with chat and stuff. Like it was cool. It was cool. Um, but just my point of view on that question was just like, yeah, so bro, I ain't gonna lie, I had to turn off the numbers for how
Mhm.
many people are in my chat. I had to turn it off. I felt that made me a better streamer when I turned that off because
Mhm.
it was affecting my ego. I'm like, damn, like, am I just ass? I only got two people in this motherfucker. Like, damn, am I like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why can I not pull in numbers?
And
And
get
I
in your
think
head.
bro, and I think that a lot of people can do that, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're not pulling the numbers you think you deserve, like I could be an ego shot for real. So I had to just turn the numbers off. I had to turn the numbers off because of what some Tim the Tat Man said. Tim the Tat Man said like, yo, he grew because he had that same thing. He was like, dang, why don't I have 2,000, 3,000 people here? I only got 200. Now at the same time, I'm like, damn nigga, I only got 200.
Oh,
But he was like, yeah, I only got 200, bro. And he was like, he had to realize, let me just make sure my 200 are cool. Let me get to know them on a personal level. Let me just, I'm gonna make sure my 200 is family, and then from there, that 200 grew, right? And so I was like, let me take that same approach. So if I got 5 people in here, okay, where you from? How your name? I get to know those 5 people to the point to where I want those 5 people to be like, yo, every time Stu go live, I'm hitting that button because it's not just a stream, it's a family. It's Stuville, it's Stuville. And you know me, I gotta do my little plug. If you guys want to make sure y'all join Stuville, make sure y'all join the Discord. You feel me? Brand new Discord. Make sure y'all go ahead and join that. Click
Hot off the press.
Chat, you know what I'm saying? Fresh Discord. We just had a movie night in Discord yesterday for people, for all the singles and Valentine's. So make sure y'all join the Discord. And I said click the link, but I have not put the link inside the chat. So let me copy and paste this real quick. And then I want y'all to make sure y'all join the Discord. But so moving on. This is a question that when ChatGPT came up with this question, I was like, damn. And it's a good one right here because it goes back hand in hand what we're saying. If social media were to disappear tomorrow, all of it, all social media gone, how many of your friendships or relationships will survive? Social media was just gone. How many friendships or relationships are gone with it?
It's crazy.
Man, so I'm gonna go first because I had a couple days to think about it. I read that one and I was like, damn, I think if I ain't had no social media to keep in contact with nobody, I think I might have like one friend that I could call. And I was like, and that's when I was like, I need to do some shit because that's kind of fucked up. Like if the internet was just to go out or social media was to die, I don't got, I can call 2 people. I can call Jay and Kat over the phone. That's about it. Or Mario. That's about it. 3 people. So that's so that's my answer. Is just like a lot. But everybody I met on Twitch, just gone. But I tell you, like just gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I totally agree. I would say like as far as like all my like new relationships that I've grown through adult life and like just the avenues that I've pursued I would say a good 90% would probably die out. A good 90% would die. But like the ones that I've grown with, those relationships I don't think are going anywhere. Because I do contact them and talk to them via phone. Like people that know me, I'm a FaceTime phone call type of guy. I don't like the text. I don't have the attention span to be texting someone all day. And that's just boring to me. Like texting, things get misconstrued. Like it don't come off the certain way that I'm saying it. Like I might say something that's like goofy, funny, jokey. Someone might be in a bad mood that day and take it the wrong way. So
I despise texting. I hate texting. So
much, me too. Like if you want to talk to me, give me a phone call. And like if I don't answer, I will call you back within the next hours.
Hours is crazy.
Within the next, it'll be at least the same day.
You're a busy man. Wait, you saying going like the internet going out or just social media? The question says just social media, but I kind of took it personal, like the internet went out, or let's say
internet went out,
or let's go even further. Let's say there was a big ass EMP and now the power's out. I took it to drastic. I don't know why I took it that drastic. So we don't got a phone. Well, you got a phone until your phone die, but like. But I was trying to think
of surviving.
Well, no. If you want to take it the non-dramatic.
Yeah, we going back to the early.
We're
back to the typewriters.
Send a pigeon out there.
Pulling out the goddamn stork.
No, I have messengers now.
No, so we gonna take it to just social media, like. let's say if you don't got social media, just social media. Like if you don't just
Okay,
got social media.
that sounds
Yeah.
good. The internet going out is crazy.
Yeah.
Internet empowered, like what we talking about here now?
Dang man, take us
But
back to the.
I have a lot of people numbers, but I'm not like outside of social media. I'm not really. I'm a very like I don't know how to put it. Like I guess an introverted extrovert. So like I like to stay to myself, and I've grew up that way. I was the type I could be in my room for days, never talking to nobody. So
Mm-hmm.
it's nothing to me really. If like social media was to go out, I would definitely survive. And I never really had. I know this sounds bad, but I never really had like that. Oh, I ain't talked to so and so in so long. Like what's going on with them? Like if somebody ain't talked to me in a year and I really fuck with them and they hit me up, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, hey. Like I'm not gonna be like, damn, this bitch ain't don't talk to me. So like
Yeah.
it ain't even gonna be nothing if if social media was to go out and people start hitting me up because a lot of people have my number. I'm just not a texter, like Rio said. I prefer calls, FaceTime. Texting is fucking boring. All of that back and forth. You don't know what people are mean by what they saying sometimes. And even when I do text, I like to put emotion into that bitch. Millions of
Mm-hmm.
emojis and jokes. So if you're not doing that with me, chances are we're not texting because all that how you doing every day, all day, like
Yeah. The
that's why social
texting.
media has just became the main street thing because you can see how I'm doing for the most part. If you want to see deeper than that, then you're gonna have to call me. I don't really want to text like all that. Hey, what you doing every single day? Is like
Yeah,
you
texting
just
turned
seen me post a picture. I was at the restaurant. That's what I was doing. Like
turn a 5-minute
text me
conversation
back.
to a whole day long thing of texting.
Yeah,
Man,
it's
what?
boring. It's boring. I know it only take 1 second to pull out your phone but sometimes it's just the emotion and thought into it. I put emotion and thought into my message. Some people can mindlessly
Mhm.
look at their phone, copy and paste, hey to everybody. That's wicked if you're doing that. But imagine somebody copy and paste saying, hey, how you doing today to everybody in their phone every day. That's how I kind of look at texting. Like this some AI shit. Like we
No,
should be
for
on the phone. Like
I was so
I would rather
bad at
call
texting.
you and talk to you. Like I want to see your face. I want to see your expressions. I want to see you look at me in the motherfucking eye. I want to see what you doing day to day. You know what I'm saying? I understand if you can't do that, but whenever you can, call me. You know, one call a week, one call a month. Shit, I would rather that than us texting every day. What you doing? Hey, what's up? Like that's boring. That's so boring.
I
Unless we
agree.
really get into depth, like how's your family doing, or how's this situation going, or checking up on you, making sure your head good. Now that's different. But what you doing? WYD, leave me alone. That's what I'm doing. Like, damn, what the
Leave me alone.
WYD. Can we get rid of
Said I'm gonna do
WYD?
my own thing.
She
Can
said,
we
"Get
please
rid
in
of WYD."
2026 demolish WYD because you really don't give a fuck. WYD is just something to send to fill the air.
Just to fill the air.
Let's demolish WYD in 2026, please.
Hey, okay. All right, so let me play devil's advocate here. Let me play devil's advocate. What would you rather somebody say to start a conversation besides WID? Like they haven't talked to you all day or nothing like that, and they don't know what you want to. How would they start that?
Hey Telly, what's up? I'm just checking on you. Or, hey Telly. Or just hey Telly could start it. Like instead of WYD. I wish somebody would. As the first thing when they hit me up is WYD. That number's getting deleted and I'm not even capping. I never had nobody do that because that's weird. But if somebody ever
Yeah, I
as
feel
the
like
first message to open up in the middle of the day, 3 p.m., 5 p.m., WYD.
See,
What?
when someone hit me up with WYD, like I know it's they want to do something like soon. Like WYD is like, all right, let me check my schedule because I know like this person want to do something, want to need something, or like something is going to happen with this person within the next 24 hours
Right.
if they hit me up with a WID.
That's it. That's how I take it. That's how I take it.
If somebody for to ask you want to do this.
Exactly. So that's
right.
That's how I took it. That's how I take it. I take it when somebody texts me, "Hey, what you doing?" Because I just had somebody do that yesterday. They homegirl hit me with, "What you doing?" I'm like.
That's why I would rather the conversation start, opening. Hey, what's up?
I ain't doing nothing. What you want? What you want?
No, straight to the point.
First before you get straight to asking me some shit. Why you worried about what the fuck I'm doing? You ain't even asked me how my day doing. You just what you doing? I'm over here fucking boo crying in the bathroom on my knees. And you talking about what you doing? Now I'm looking at the phone like fuck, just. Fucked up my crying session. Let me wipe my fucking eyes and think of something. Like I'm over here watching a show, lying. Wow, what's up?
I'm about to start telling people the truth.
I don't like that shit.
I'm gonna start telling people the truth when they hit me. I'm beating my meat. What you want?
Oh,
what? What? See, when you say stuff like that, people don't want to text you no more. They don't want to text you no more. So you gotta train them. Like I'm beating my meat. What? And you interrupted them. You interrupted them. You know. They don't never want nothing, man. They either want money.
What they gonna say? Like, oh my bad.
Hey,
shit. I will not interrupt you no more. That'll be the last time I hit you.
Me and Jill was chilling, and you was going.
You and who?
Jill.
No questions. Keep going.
No questions.
No questions.
No further questions.
Yeah. Come on.
No. My time's over. So okay, so with that, with going up, this goes in with Texas and stuff like that. Do we think that my glasses are interpersonal skills actually declining? Right. So like people being able to have those conversations, being able to read emotions, being able to, just simple. I think low key. I'm gonna say something crazy here. I think our generation was the last generation that was actually taught on how to actually hold a conversation. Like you were talking, oh, you say this, you don't say that. This is how you read somebody's face. This is okay. You can tell by that person's face they ain't trying to be bothered right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? We learn how to read sign language, stuff like that. And not sign language, but body language. But so I don't think kids nowadays or kids growing up nowadays know how to do that.
And you want to know why? Because a lot of these parents don't give a damn to tell them. Like I've noticed, like the father of my child, we are two completely different people when it comes to parenting. And that was hard because it was like, I'm trying to teach her, okay, this is what you do. Sometimes maybe I could overanalyze it, but you got to think, if nobody teaches these things, they wouldn't know something as simple as give somebody condolences when they say somebody passed away. Because nowadays, my daughter's the type, I could say I love you and she'll just be like, okay. So I try to build them into the habit of saying I love you back. If you do love that person, or if somebody give you a compliment, say thank you, not just okay. Like something as simple as that could be offensive to somebody. And it's just basic mannerisms I try to teach. While on the other hand, it might be leave her alone. Like I'm trying to teach her something. What you mean leave her alone? She won't know these things unless you teach them, right? Just little basic things that
100%.
somebody grandma gonna be like, that little girl rude. Like who raised her?
No, I'm gonna say this as someone who dated somebody that does not know how to express emotions. Please raise your kids on how to express emotions. It's the most draining shit ever trying to date somebody like that. And I can't even think of a different word. It's draining. It literally is draining. Like, bro, and then like you as a lover, you're trying to express emotions. Like I'm trying to hug you, kiss you, and you gotta like get them out of. So now you feel weird. Like, am I forcing you to do this? Cause I ain't trying to force you. Cause you ain't about to say I'm doing some shit. So it's draining, bro. It's so draining. So people learn how to, so that way, whether it's a guy or a girl, they need to be able to say, I'm not comfortable right now. I don't want to be next to you right now. Or I love you. Or I adore you. I'm just.
I just need some space. It's not you.
Whatever the fuck it is, they need to be able to express that. That is very important as a human, not just as a man or a woman, as a human. You got to be able to, These are
Yeah, because I feel like these days I'm noticing it's becoming very normalized for people to just ghost and cut people off. And I'm the type,
too
I'm
normal.
very transparent. Like, I wouldn't want nobody, it's been done to me before. And I was chastised for going on about my day and living a new life when this person ghosted me. So it was like, what the fuck you expect me to sit around for a whole week too, wondering if you done died, if you know you good?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
at
Right.
that point, you ain't talked to me in a week or two or a month. Like we not even fucking with each other no more because I'm actively blowing you up. I could be dead on the floor and you're not answering the phone. Like at that point, what you want me to do? Just sit around like blue the fool? Like, okay, I'll
Mhm.
just wait one more week and let them a week in real time of nobody, this person not answering you that you talk to every day, all of a sudden not answering you is some real ass shit. You're not going to sit
That's
around
a long
magically
time.
and wait for weeks for this person to come back around after y'all talk every day and now not talking at all. At this point, this person don't fuck with you. They done ghosted you, correct? And it's like this time of point, I'm noticing a lot of people saying out of their own mouths, just ghost them. Just cut them off. I don't got no problem ghosting. I don't got no problem cutting off. And it's like, would you want somebody to do that to you? Because when the shoe is on the other foot, you're like, oh, he ghosted me. But in the back of your head, you know you done ghosted about 20 niggas and don't even blink an eye at it. And it's like it's coming back to you what you're giving out. And when I
Mm.
tell people that, like, I believe in putting out into this world what I want to receive, and what I don't, I'm not putting it out there. And people are like, oh, I don't believe in that. I'm like, okay, that's you. I'm not gonna try to convince you. Like, I know what
Keep your
I
toxic shit over there.
don't want. Yeah, I know what
Well,
I don't want to come back to me, and I'm a firm believer in that. Like, even if I'm not actively thinking about it,
mm,
when I realize, I'm like, oh shit, I did fuck up. Like I'm gonna try not to do that again. And I feel like this generation and many people in this point of time aren't thinking like that. They're not consciously thinking about how their actions have consequences or how they can affect not just themselves or the people around them, but their future. You never know what this one little action you're doing could do to affect your future, and you might not ever know. So it's like,
might not.
think
So
about what you're
Mario, what
doing. Think
about you?
about what you're saying.
What about you, Mario? Do you think that
I
people's
totally.
interpersonal skills?
Oh, 100%. 100%. One is like social media. Social media is a big influence. A lot of these kids, they only communicate through social media or like via like text or not much face to face, like other than when they're in school. Like, cause kids don't really, they don't go outside and play anymore. They don't have those outside interactions like how we grew up, and kids all get together and they're just hanging out together. It's usually through a screen, through some type of platform. And also too, I'll attribute it to COVID. COVID. These
Mm.
kids went through COVID where
Mm-hmm.
they couldn't have no interaction with people. So like I feel like that stunted a lot of their interpersonal skills and their interpersonal experience of like growing up and being able to interact with people. And two, like another thing, like my homie said, and to piggyback on what we were talking about, the parenting, like we're losing recipes, so to speak. Like we're losing that foundation that we grew up on, and like you were saying, like teaching your daughter this, like how to respond to people, and a lot of times and these new parents, like they just assume like these kids will pick that up or like they'll know, but you don't know what you don't know. So like you got to make sure as a parent or as someone that is teaching the youth that you're implementing these vital key things to interact in the world and interact with other people and be able to have that emotional intelligence to pick up on what someone's going through, or pick up on like, hey, like they responded to me this way when I approach them this way. So maybe I don't talk to Jill this way, but I can talk to Janet the same that way, and I'll be received positively. So it's just having that like interpersonal skills to be able to read people and that emotional intelligence, which is lacking a lot nowadays in the youth. Like they see like on social media a lot of people blowing up and going viral and off of just being straight rude. Just being rude. The
Yeah.
rudeness is what sells. right now. So like kids follow that that formula, and it gets integrated into their whole daily life and their whole daily personality, where like they don't have to care about what how this person's going to react, just based on like how they feel, and whatever their opinion is, that's the only one that matters.
Mm, true, true. A lot of self-centeredness. And I love how you said that. I think that there's a whole lot of self-centeredness going on. Um, so let me see here. 'Cause I don't think this is really a question that was on the list, but yeah, I'm not. I don't like that one. So I'm bringing it in this direction. Do you think? Where do y'all think this started? Right? 'Cause some people say a lot of this self isolationism started in COVID. I'm a big advocate in saying it started before. I think it started. I think isolationism really started before COVID, but COVID just amplified it. It just turned it to 10, right? But I think it was starting probably in like early 15, 2014, 2015. Like you could tell from the type of music that was starting to come out, people were shifting away from no, don't try to figure this person out. Trust yourself. All you need is yourself. Believe in yourself. You know, fuck hoes, get money. Fuck that nigga. He don't like there. Oh, there's so much music and so much media that's all
It
divisive.
ain't nothing that cut that bitch off.
It ain't nothing but
Hey
that
yo,
bitch though. Like you feel me? Like there's so much.
please.
There's so much stuff that just bro. Everybody is taught. Oh, bro, you a king. You don't need her. You a queen. You don't need him. Like, bro. There's so much stuff that just it's about separating the community, right? And so now it's been over 10 years of this. What I believe it started 2015. I think 2014, 2015, and now in my head, 10 years of just you don't need this, you don't need it. And now people are internalizing that. And not only they internalize it, they teaching their kids that. It's now you got kids saying, I don't need this, I don't need that. It's becoming very toxic, very, very, very quick. Very quick. In 10 years, in my opinion. But what y'all think? What do y'all think this started?
I kind of agree. I kind of agree in a sense. I guess I didn't really feel it as much. Like in that time frame that you were talking about in that early, like, because I was in college during that time, so like I was around people a lot, interacting with like all different people from different walks of life, a lot. So it was a little different. But I feel like if you were in high school around that time, and like younger, or like even maybe a little bit older, um definitely like people were starting to self isolate. But COVID 100%, I would say, is the attrition to the self isolation, just because people got comfortable being by themselves and doing their own thing for so long, that like some people are still stuck in those ways, or like some of the effects of that isolation are still with us today. I mean, I can definitely attest to it. Myself is like I self isolate a lot, just because I'm more comfortable just chilling, doing my own thing, and like going out. It's just so many other risk and factors, and just possible negative outcomes, rather than I'd rather just be in my house, comfortable, alone, me and my pup. I'll be on the game if I want to interact with someone or interact with people. I'll go live, but other than that, like I'm fine being in the house. Like I don't need to see anyone. I'm fine doing my own thing, which is like it's a double edged sword. Like it's good. It's good to have that comfortableness with yourself, but also you can't be so comfortable with being alone that like you start to lose those relationships and that interaction with others. Like I've gone months without like talking to like very close friends, and like they'll hit me up like, hey, like I know I ain't talked to you a while, like everything cool. I'm like, yeah, I'm smooth. It's just I've just been in my own
Chilling.
way, my
Yeah.
own zone, focus on day to day, focus on getting through the next day, you know.
Mm. Folks on getting through the next day. I'm gonna put a pin there. I'm gonna let Telly say something, but I want to talk about that one. Folks on getting through the next day. Telly, what you got to say about that? Do you think this? When do you think this all started? This isolation.
This is a horrible question for me because I'm with Rio. I grew up a homebody to the heart, and my parents sheltered the fuck out of me. If you look up sheltered in the
Wow.
definition, I'm right next to it. It was to the point my daddy a few years ago actually admitted it to me and apologized. But now it's at a point like I couldn't go nowhere. Couldn't go to no games, couldn't go out to no movies with no friends. They wouldn't try to hear none of that shit. I didn't start being able to like go out to like actual like dances and events and shit until I was like a senior in high
Eight
school, like
girls?
dead ass. So
Sheesh.
I did not ever really get to live that social hangout in the world type life. So to this day, I don't really care to. When people be like, let's go outside, I'd be like, okay. But most of the time, deep down in my heart, I'm like, fuck, I just want to be in the house. Like, because it's embedded in me. Like, I can't help it. Like,
Reading
I
a good
like
book
going
right now.
out. Yeah, I like going out, but I love my own company. Like, more than anything in this world. And it's like nothing can go wrong when I'm in my own company, you know? And it's a bad thing. Like he said, it's a double edged sword because it's like, yes, I stream and people think I'm this huge socialite, but in reality, I like to be by myself
In reality,
99% of the
don't
time.
touch me.
Like,
Get away.
no, you can touch me. I'm a lover girl. I like to touch. I like to cuddle. I like to laugh and have fun. All of that. I'm the life of the party. I like to have a good time. But I like to do it sometimes by myself too. So it's like I can have either or. It's the best of both worlds. But the bad thing about it is I grew so accustomed being alone that I can't never say I ever reached out to anybody and made plans first, which is a bad thing. Anytime I go out anywhere, somebody else invited me. Like
Yeah.
literally dang near my entire life. You want to go to this restaurant? You want to go out to eat? You want to go to the club? You want to do this? You want to do that? It was never, hey, I want to go somewhere. And one day I would like to get to that point to see what it's like, but I can't say I ever cared to be in that
Right.
like stance. And I don't know if that's an unhealthy thing or a problem because
I
it's
don't know.
not
I
the
wouldn't say it's a
norm.
problem.
It's not the norm at all. You don't hear that from many people.
I wouldn't say it's a problem. Okay, well, I guess I'll be the one not optimistic, but the outgoing person to talk on this, because yeah, for me personally, I was always outgoing. Mario grew up with me; he can attest to this. I'm the one. I always, hey, what's up? What's up? You know, how many times I come knock your door, Mario, and early in the fucking morning on a Saturday, hey, you trying to go outside? Mario like, God damn, man.
All right,
That is
now that's what the cat man. Because as a kid, I was
No.
always down to go
No, he
outside.
was always, we went outside a lot, bro. And then, like Mario had a big football field next to his house. I'll go over the time, bro. Like, bro, I admit, and I want to get to the point to where like Mario, you brought up something here about kids not having to like not knowing how to connect and not having uh those moments together besides social media. Like, I know the first thing I thought of when you said that, the green box, the green
Hmm.
box, bro. First of all, kids nowadays, you watch this episode, they probably like, what the fuck is the green box? The green box, a big ass green box. And everybody in the neighborhood, whenever you want to meet up, you knew it would meet up at the green box.
Hmm.
Before we decide, we don't know what we're gonna do. We don't know if we're gonna play
Luckily,
basketball,
I,
football, run around. We all we know is we meet at the green
I'm
box. We'll
ashamed
figure
to
out what
say
we're
I don't
gonna
know
do.
what the
hey,
hell the green box
I
is.
had a green box right in my front yard. I had to be
Yeah.
those spot.
so,
Oh, you
so if
talking about the yeah, I know what
the
you're
The
big,
electricity box
the big
that
electricity
we had no
box,
business being on.
no
It's
business,
probably
none.
not safe to be on.
talking about.
But that was the meetup spot with the
No
green
clue.
box. But yeah, so yeah, but nowadays kids don't do that, man. They ain't no meet up at the green box, man. It's just funny, bro. But like, oh man, but yeah. So,
Yeah,
so I think about stuff like that, and
the
it's just crazy.
roadblocks they meet up at.
And now it's a roadblock. Like,
Please, please, let's meet up in
oh,
Brookhaven, head ass. It's
what's up,
like,
Nails? What's up,
dang,
Nails?
yeah, I used to be outside. Don't get me wrong, that's what got me in trouble being outside. But as for going out places, no, I love to be outside though. That's a whole different thing compared to
But going
now.
places, I was the
I don't
same
care to
way.
be
Like,
outside.
bro, I used to be at all the football games, all the basketball games, and I'm saying this as a setup. I'm saying this as a setup. Yeah, I went to football, basketball, baseball games. let me tell you, baseball is so boring to watch. I hate watching baseball, but baseball be having the funnest people at the games. Like if you ever been to a baseball game, especially like a pro baseball game, the way people be drinking, they be talk, the type of people that go to baseball games is lit. Actually, watching the game itself is boring, but the environment is lit, right?
I,
Um,
I found that out as well with hockey. Hockey
oh yeah,
That's
games
crazy.
hockey.
are those games now. That is a fun game to watch live. Like
Yes.
I've never been a hockey person or had any really interest in hockey until like I went to like my first. It's not like the pro level, but whatever level is like below. Because Cleveland has a team, and I went to that game. Granted, I was a little lit, but like it was such a fun time, and like the environment, the people around were just all like loving and just hype and just welcome open people to new people too. Like I was sitting there like cheering. I was just cheering for the team, my team. I had never watched the game before, don't know none of the players, don't even really know the rules. I know some of the rules from playing the video games, but like I'm just yelling and everything. When the lady in front of me, she's like, "You need to come to every game. Like I like sitting next to you."
For
Just the
real.
energy.
It's just the energy, right? And
Yeah.
that brings me to the point I want to bring up. It's just the energy when you have them. So for me personally, when when I started to when I started to get to college, right, and I got out of when I got out of Kent, well, not even before that, probably when I left Kent. Let me just put that when I left Kent and I moved to Arizona and I went to all these different places. I started to feel okay when you don't have that community, it's different because it's like, oh, I can't just say that. Oh, okay. I can't just do that. Oh, so there's certain rules that so I just can't come over and just knock on your door and you be cool with it. Oh, that's kind of weird. All right. Yeah. You learn different stuff, right? And then like even still, because like I said in Kent, man, we just you know how many times somebody came over my house, knocked on the door, they knocked on the door, be respectful, but I say not, they just come in because that's how we was in Kent. You just man, hey Mario, Rasan came to my house so many times and all I got on was some underwear. He be like, hey, what up, Stu? And I'm like, bro, it because everybody in the town was a family, bro. Rasan would come and I'm just like, yeah, Sam upstairs. He's like, I know because he ain't never dressed on time. Like it was just like stuff like that, right? But
That's crazy.
but that's how everybody in Kent was. Like we always just like you knock on the door and stuff. I come and I say, hey, Miss Erica, and I go straight to Mario's room, just straight, because you know the boundaries, you know the respect. So even though it was like tight like that, you know the respect. But once COVID happened, or I should say a little bit before that, I feel like what in my head, what I feel like what started was people started to realize how being close to people that you don't know is dangerous, right? Especially when you don't know if they wash their hands, you don't know if they did this. Now you got all these people doing cooking videos and they ain't washing the meat. Like you like, well, all the
I
stuff
feel
that
like
you what you say?
also that was in the era like the beginning of cancel culture too. Like
Okay.
that
Yeah.
like that
Good.
that time frame was cancel culture and the Me Too movements and stuff like that. So like just as
Feminist movement, all that.
males in that time frame is like when we started to feel vulnerable to more situations and like based on how we grew up and the things that we would do. Like I look back at some stuff like I would do and I'm like, ooh, like, like nowadays that wouldn't fly. That would
Now,
not fly
what?
at all. Like that was a little wild. You're a little wild there for that one. But like that was just the time frame and the era. And like I feel like the cancel culture is what started to make that shift of people not being as open and like um just I can't find a word for it, but just doing that's just where you seen the cultural change of the
Mm,
interpersonal relationships and like the way people moved around the world.
for sure. For sure. And I'm glad you brought that up, cancel culture and all that stuff, because it's like, man, I think that brought fear into people. So of course you got COVID, you got cancel culture, you got and the shit being a man, the feminist movement. You have so many different things to where people are now afraid to say or do anything. So now they're just like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay in my own little bubble. If I stay in my own bubble, I can't affect the whole ecosystem, right? Which like we said, double said, good and bad. Because now it's just like, because everyone's in their own bubble, who do I reach out to when I need somebody? Because everybody's in their own bubble, who can I call upon? Because one thing about community, there's always gonna be you're gonna have toxic stuff. Telly, you brought up how, like, your grandparents stayed with each other a long ass time, even throughout toxicness, and then they taught you how to be through everything toxicness, and that is bad, right? So instead of trying to fix the situation, people are just teaching, just leave the situation. Instead of just trying to, let's heal through this, let's talk about this, let's communicate on how we can still have community but make it a healthy community. They're just like, fuck the community, I'm just gonna leave every fucking thing. Okay, well, that's not good either, because now we have a whole set of new toxic things, which is like, I'm not gonna talk to nobody. I'm not going. So now when I need somebody, who going? Now I gotta do with that myself. When back in the day, if you had to deal with something, I could go. I could go to Mark. Hey, bro, my mama tripping, bro. My mama tripping. And can I just
Yeah,
hang out for a little
my
bit?
mama too.
And even though it's like, we had those moments, man, but you can't do that now. Now you can't. You don't have those
Everybody
moments.
be trying to expose people as soon as they don't like something they do. Go straight to
Exactly.
social media telling all they fucking business. Yeah, that's why your mama this, that, she fucking my daddy this, that. God, just because she said she couldn't come over today. Damn, y'all could have talked that out. Not a whole internet, no. And then they be on the internet crying like, "Oh, I ain't mean it. Let's make up." Stop running to the internet.
The damage is done.
Stop running to the internet, please, with all your business and your drama. Like, they not gonna fix it. They just there to have a listening ear, like a TV show, and get on about their day. That's it. Nobody's there to actually say, "Oh, wow, Billy did that to you. Well, let me be your friend instead." Like, what do people be expecting out of that when they do that? I always wonder. I don't know.
Ooh, my voice. I need some water. Shit.
Dehydrated. Somebody ridiculous.
I don't have no water.
My redemption today.
I have wine. I don't got no more water, but I'm gonna
wine.
Yeah.
Wine on the Sunday.
I've had this same bottle at my desk
since water, so maybe you could turn.
I've had the same bottle at my desk since January.
Water for you.
Since New Year's. It's the same bottle since New Year's. I don't.
Stu not a drinker.
I see
that bottle will be here and gone in the same day.
That's crazy.
Sitting on my desk.
Yeah. Crazy.
So, no, for sure though. So, the next question I have: do you think that cell phones or just social media, any of that, is bringing us closer to people, or is it just protecting us from them? Like, because, like, I think when I put it this way, when internet started to become a big thing, social media started to become a big thing, what did they teach us when it came to bullying, right? Because cyberbullying was big for a while, but now it's not. Because what they always teach us, just close the fucking app. Just
exactly. Ignore it,
right? Yeah. Just block the person. But nowadays, it's like people have taken that and internalized it too much. So do you think having that accessibility to just shut somebody off whenever you want to is bringing us closer or away from people?
Hold on a second. My mother is calling me.
You can join too. I'm like, what do you think, Martin?
I think with social media and the cell phones and everything, people are more attainable. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of the interactions we have there are very surface level. They don't go very deep. People aren't asking the deeper questions anymore. It's a lot of WID and how you doing? How was your day? But it's not like what's going on with you, Stu? Like what you got anything you want to get off your chest or anything that's been on your mind that's been concerning you? Like, we don't ask those questions nowadays. Two, I think people are sometimes afraid to ask those questions because, one, they may not even have the answers to help you in that situation. Or they're just like, I'm not in the mental capacity to take on another person's trauma or drama or whatever they got going on. So we keep things surface level to keep one, protect ourselves, and two, um to just protect our peace, and it's very just surface
And man, Jay, man, this man Jay, he said WYDB all day.
level.
That shows you have me on your mind, bro. I guess, yeah, it's true, it's true, it's true. And no, but I do agree with you though. I definitely do agree with you. Like, I think that because of where we are in society nowadays, it has become very just surface level. Everything is surface level. Everything is just, like Tully said, WYD. You nigga, you don't give a fuck. You don't care. You don't care. You just saying that because you bored. You don't got nobody else to text. Because man, like, and so you didn't you. So you just trying to text everybody WYD to see who gonna respond first to get you whatever you want, whatever. So I get that. I get that. So because there's not a lot of people to where they hit you up and they say things like, "Hey, I had you on my mind today. What's going on? How you feeling? You good? You good? You good?" There's not a lot of people. Probably because, like you said, some people don't know how to entertain that. Some people don't know how to deal with. What if I do
All right,
hit
my
you with,
bad, yeah.
man, bro? Like, what if I do hit you with the man? Look, my mom passed away, my dog died, and so because that is some heavy stuff. Some people don't know how to deal with that, right? I don't know. Me personally, I've always kind of known what to do with that a little bit. I'm not the best at it, but I've always been that type of person. People have hit me with heavy stuff, so I mean, everybody can do that. L. Shrimmer cancel him. Okay, go on mute, your ass. I ain't might ignore you. I just said what you typed.
J
Mind you, I
Mellow.
looked up and that's the first thing I see. I'm like, hold on, what's going on? I didn't know if he was joking or if he was really talking about you.
Nah,
Hey, they going crazy on the purple app over here. YouTube, they going crazy on the purple app.
You hear me? So,
Lord,
where my baby
man.
panda at, man? Hey, you feel me? So, but yeah, no, definitely, there's not a lot of interpersonal. For instance, perfect example. I know Jay. We've had deep personal conversations, so I know that he's trolling right now. But if I did not have that connection with him, just looking at these messages, I'm gonna be like, Jay, what the fuck wrong with you, bro? Why you like that? And then I'm gonna block him or whatever. And then people because there's no connection there, right? And so I think that goes back to like, we gotta have connections nowadays. That the whole point of this whole podcast, the whole series, this whole month is community and connection. We have to have connections. Bring back connections. Now, what is that going to entail? What is that going to bring? Yeah, some people when you bring a connection to somebody, that means you got to do the good and bad of that person. We know. We know. We know. That's, everybody has good, everybody has bad. You know what I'm saying? What do you have when you bring Stu along? Somebody who'll make you laugh, but somebody who also you could talk to when you need somebody. Somebody who say inappropriate shit, but also you can talk about your inappropriate shit. Like there's balance. That's what you give a Stu. That's what you give a Stu. That's what you give a Stu. But
Flip
so
it, chat.
everybody, hey, you know what I'm saying? But no, so you gotta know who you're bringing on, and then once you know the whole of the person, I said this last week, but like once you know the whole of the person, you then can decide, okay, I don't want that person in my life, because too many times people cut people off and they don't know shit about them. That person said one thing and they said, no, I'm not talking to you ever again. Like no, like what if that person said that and they having a bad day? What if they, you know what I'm saying? Like they could have a bad day. And now you didn't wrote them off, and that person could have been the person to save your life 5 years from now. And now you don't, you know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know. All because you had one bad. No, give people chances. That's what community is for. Let's talk things through. Because goddamn, we don't talk things through no more. What if people don't talk through emotions? People don't talk through stuff no more. Like what? So yeah, our grandparents. I think our grandparents had that made. They would talk through shit, or just not. I don't know. At least my grandparents did. Because tell you talking about your grandparents had stuff. I found
I
out.
said my parents, not
Parents,
my
I'm sorry.
grandparents.
I'm sorry. That's the second time I said that. And she just let me just ride it the first time.
I didn't realize that's what you said. I thought I was tripping,
Oh,
but now I know that's for sure
yeah.
what you said.
Yes, your parents. Okay, my bad. So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for the correct your parents. Well, for me, it's my grandparents, right? Well, actually, great. And they had some stuff which kind of funny. Nobody in the family knew that my grandmother cheated on my grandfather. Nobody knew that.
See what I
Besides,
said? That go back to them family secrets. I tell
right,
you.
right. But here's the thing: the reason why nobody knew that is because they was always in love with each other. It was at least from what we saw, right? The only people who knew were the kids in the house that actually grew up through the situation. Anybody else did not know. My mama didn't know. My
Dang.
grandmother didn't know. No one knew. If you weren't in that house until she died, we only found out during when my grandmother died, and that's because the uncles and aunties were having a debate and got mad, and then it just blurted out, and everybody was like, "Huh?" And so, but I say that to say they was able to talk through and work through it to the point to where they had 70 plus years of great marriage and work through it. Nowadays, one argument like that, the whole situation, the whole thing's gone. The whole thing's gone, blown up. It's blown up. So I think people need to be willing to have those tough conversations that we don't have nowadays. We don't have tough conversations no more. People would rather just cuss my off for eternity than have a tough conversation. Now I will say it's a two-way street though.
Yeah.
Both people we got to be willing to have that. First impressions are huge. They are. Their first impressions are huge, but we got to learn to keep that. So, um, going on to the next question. Do you think online communities can be just as meaningful as in-person communities?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Of course.
I think we all kind
Community
of
is
biased.
community. And I feel like what can make those communities online just as those offline is such as how that community has the con. Like they take that time once a year to meet up. So it's not just okay, we always online no matter what and just doing our own thing.
Mhm.
They take that time to put together for those who can and want to meet and spend time together. And that's what really brings that online community together. But even if community can't do that, it's still good to have online community where you're present, checking on each other, spending time with each other, just showing up for each other, because some people can't maneuver around in the real world and get around places. Some people are more remote because they don't have a choice. It could be anything, health issues, you never know. So online community is good for those in this world who really can't get out into the world and build those like relationships and real communities in the outside world. So yeah, I feel like they could be, it depends on the community though. Not all online
Yeah, for
communities
sure.
are good for you and not all
Hmm.
offline communities are good for you. So it's all a matter of what you feel like your preference is, really. You gotta judge that yourself once you find that community.
For sure. Mario, what you think? Online, do you think one's more important than the other, or do you think they're about equal? What you think?
I think making the the um community in person, eventually making, like Telly was saying, making that interaction not just via like a screen is important to, like, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like deepening that relationship and deepening that community. But I do think uh both can hold the same weight. Both can definitely hold the same weight, because I've built some relationships through this app, that, like, I consider the people like some solid people. And I know, like, if I'm in a bind or they're in a bind, like, we'll look out for each other as long as we got it. Or I can, like, reach out to this person if I'm going through some things, just get off my chest, and vice versa. I've had people that I've met through this app that like, hey man, like, I need to talk to you, like, I'm dealing with this and that, and, like, I'll be a listening ear for them and, like, give them some words of wisdom or advice, or, like, if they need a couple dollars here and there, and if I got it, I help you out. I got you, man. Like, no problem. And it's been reciprocated in that way. But definitely, like, seeing a person in person is just totally different when it's just via online. And, like, that happened within the first year of me doing this streaming stuff. I met up with Jay and Kat. Met up with Jay and Kat in person. That was a dope interaction. We had a fun night. Did some karaoke. It was a good night. It was a real good night. And, like, it just opened up the possibilities of of like where you could reach people. Like I have people on this app that I talk to in Canada and people from the UK that I've met and just all across the country in different places that I've never been personally myself. But I feel like I get a little piece of their culture still just through this app and like their perspective. Um, that I wouldn't get that you just can't get in person all the time. Unless you go to that place physically and the economy we in, it's not always that attainable.
I can't go down the street, let alone another state or another country. Like,
You know?
Trying to tell you.
man, these funds right now is not funding. These funds ain't fun. These funds is not fun.
And I like to add that on there too. Like since COVID, the church I've been going to like the past 10 years, it's crazy how life works out. Cause like we went to church in person and then I went through life events that made it to where I couldn't go no more because it was like 30 minutes away from me when before it was like 10 minutes away. And then when COVID hit, it was kind of a blessing in disguise because then they started doing it on Zoom. And it's like, oh, good. I get to still spend time, with my same church community because it's hard going out there and just going to church and it's like, yeah, I'm just not feeling this. I'm not one to go scanning for churches. Like every church I've been a part of from my family or whatever has been, the home for me. And it's always felt right. So for them to have switched it over to online to this day, it's been nothing but love for me because that's my family. Like when I'm down and out, they're there for me. Because some people automatically hear, "Oh, you go to church online, you're not going to real church." And I wish people would get that out their brain. Like
Get out your head.
church is not the
That's
building,
wild.
please. Church is the community, the foundation, the people. Because we meet up, we go out for birthdays, we go out for dinners, breakfast, we not just online all the time. So it's like you can't just say, "Oh, you doing this online, man, you need to go outside." Who said I wasn't? Who said I wasn't? Just because
Because
we
we tell you,
online
a
and
church
like,
service can be just as powerful.
yes. What was that?
Was that me?
That
Oh,
sounded like a car. What was that? That was
Might
one
have
of
been
y'all
me.
because I heard it
It might have been me. It might
yeah,
have
he
been
got
me.
some good
I got a
headphones
window
because
next to me.
It
he
sounded like a
ain't
car
here.
pulling up.
So he ain't here, so he got some good headphones. We both was
Both
like,
of
Yeah.
our eyes was like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
it's
It
probably
sounded so
me then.
close. That's
Listen, these
crazy
bad
to
boys
hear
noise
that.
canceling.
Wow.
hey,
Yeah.
that's
But
Like
yeah,
I
that's
have
a
an
lot
just
alarm
for
going like people that's watched my streams and been in my streams, I have a random alarm going off and people like, "Yeah, whose alarm is that?" I'm like, what are you talking about? And there's literally phone sitting right here. Right here.
that's
Don't hear it at all.
crazy. Oh my
Like if
god.
that's
someone
good.
wanted to come in and murder me while I got these
Yeah,
headphones on,
Yeah, I don't think
it's
that's
like
a good
the scene in the haunted house
yeah,
where
you ain't got
Marlon
that.
just
You don't
doing his
got
thing.
no, you don't got no chance, brother. You have
No,
no
no
chance.
chance. No
thing. She
chance.
just
You
in the
not getting
background
nothing.
going crazy, like
And we're breaking glasses and stuff, tripping over couches. You don't hear none of that.
Yeah,
Like
nah.
you don't hear none of that.
So I
Oh
got this
man.
view though. I got this view I can see behind me.
man, could you imagine seeing some crazy shit behind you? You can't hear it. You like, what the hell? You just seeing it. You can't even react in time because you like, what
Yeah, I
the
ain't got no line of defense either. Shoot, I got my kunai. They run. They run up. Get
Ooh,
this
good looking
shine
at
gun.
Man, for sure, for sure. Oh man, so let's talk about what is we need to get because we need. I think we all agree. At least I think this is how I feel that we need to get back to community. Right? Isolation was cool. It was cool. I got the you need to be separated from some certain people, but I think we all agree we're not really. I don't think. I don't know how you got. Let me speak for me. I agree that community needs to be back where it used to be. Okay, some people, tell you say you wasn't really big and you like okay, you can do bad all by yourself. Okay, cool.
nah, I
But
didn't
the
do
same
that.
way you feel with church though, the same way you feel with church, like that sense of community needs to be a thing, and I think community as a whole needs to be a thing like it used to be. Okay, like it makes raising kids better. It makes having low points in your life better. Like there's a lot of positives to go with the negatives that can ultimately gonna come with it as well. So I say that to say, what do y'all think needs to happen? What shift culturally needs to happen to bring community, the sense of community back into the world?
Oh, I feel like people need to get the hell out of the mindset of, like, for instance, me. Even though I've always been able to be to myself, I never had that mindset of, oh, I don't need nobody. It's always been good to know, okay, you never know what kind of bind you might be in. You might need somebody to reach out to. It takes a village, not just to take care of kids, but to take care of yourself sometimes too.
Mm-hmm.
When you
Mm-hmm.
mentally down and out, like my uncle, he'll go through withdrawals. He has diabetes. He'll have mental, like, times where he's just not answering the phone. So having people come, be able to come to the house, have the key, and check up on him is vital. Like that right there, because he's by himself. He don't have a relationship. He doesn't have, family that he depends on a daily basis. So when it comes down to it, we know he ain't picking up that phone. Somebody got the key to go pull up
Right.
and check and make sure. Because there's been a time when he's been passed out on the floor in his bathroom, and luckily somebody came in the house and found him.
That's
So
a
you
blessing.
never know nowadays. We just need people sometimes to be there for each other, check up on each other. Not saying baby each other, coddle each other, be up under each other every day. Just keep that person in thought. Okay, I haven't heard from so and so as I usually do. Let me just check and make sure they good. You just need that basic foundation of community just to have that sense that you're not alone what you're going through, because we shouldn't be going through anything alone. So I feel like we need to start with getting out that mindset of, I don't need nobody, I got it all by myself. Even if you do got it all by yourself, taking care of life on your own, you never know. Any day, anything can happen, God forbid, where everything is taken away from you and you are just sitting there like, damn, I thought I had it all by myself. Who can I reach out to now? You
Mm-hmm.
looking at your
Mm-hmm.
phone and you like, I haven't talked to none of these people in 10 years. Who are these people?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You don't got nobody to reach out to. So
And
it's
just
good to
because you
just
can do it
always
all
keep your
alone,
hands in people in community. That's it. Like,
exactly.
get out that mindset, please.
And just because you can do it alone, why should you? Why should you have to
Exactly.
bear that cross alone? Because, and I said a cross of life, right? Because life, let me tell you, that life will beat your ass. So why? You know what I'm saying? Life is gonna throw some haymakers at you. Life is
Ooh, that
gonna
bitch strong
Muhammad Ali.
too.
What?
You think
So,
you 500 pounds? That bitch 600. It put
man,
all those
what?
weights on
Hey,
you like, bitch,
Sapphire, how
sit
you doing?
down.
So why? So why should? So we all need these people in our
Man,
corners. You know, it's because sometimes look, you don't want to. You know, I've been watching a lot of just stuff this on Netflix stuff lately, and I remember watching this scene where it was a girly movie. I don't know how I ended up watching a girly movie, whatever. But one thing I do love about girly movies is they almost in every girly movie ever created, there's always a scene where the girls are like on a couch or something and they just start crying. I don't know why. I have no idea why. There's always a scene like that. There's always a scene, and then they hold each other and they crying. Girl, I understand. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But now I'm thinking back on it. I'm like, yo, you know what's crazy? That's some real that we need that as a human. You had a one or two people to where it's like, I don't need you to solve my issues. I'm not telling you to solve my problem. Can I just be weak in your presence for a moment, just for a little bit, like 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just be weak with you for a little bit, and you ain't gonna go snitch and tell the world about it. Let me be weak in front of you just for a little bit. Ooh. I'm about to
whatever
take a
that.
sip
You sounded like me.
of wine.
Life said, "Hey, you ain't
All
drinking
right.
water today."
Like I said, shut your bitch ass up, telling all the business. Stop telling them the secrets, man.
Woo, let me tell
Trying to
you. Okay,
shut you up.
man. What exactly? So no, so for real, like we need to just everybody needs that person to go to just cry on, no matter who it's for. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
nails. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in Discord calls. Once again, I'm gonna take this to say if y'all want to make sure I join the community, you can always join Stuville. Click the link up above. Which hold on, did he just take my pen away? This motherfucker, man. So y'all can always join the Discord, man. Join the Discord, and whether I have a mental space chat in the Discord, so it don't matter what it is. If you want to just say, "Hey, Stu, I'm having a rough fucking day. I ain't doing my boss tripping," that's fine because everybody needs that. I feel like everybody needs to feel validated in their feelings, and And with this isolationist culture we got going on, nobody validates people no more. Everybody stop being a bitch about it, man. You good? At least you ain't going through this. Like, how about I just feel validated for a moment? Like, dang,
Yeah,
you
that goes back to us being selfish. Like, it's not
Hmm.
always, you got to get out that mindset that it's not always about you. We are all in this world interconnected, whether you choose to be or not. Like, if I feel like if you're friends with somebody or connected to somebody, sometimes helping them in their time of need, even while you're down, it just might bring you up. You never know.
know.
Like, sometimes we got to get out of our own head because I've been there before where it's like, what the fuck you telling me about your dead dog and you don't even know, like, my car just got stolen. Like, but then you
Hmm.
get out your mindset, like, they might not have nobody else to reach out to. I might be the only one in this moment, like, that they feel like they could talk to. But who am I to turn them down? And I wouldn't want that to be me. Like, that shit hurts when somebody show you they don't give a fuck. Like, no type of empathy at all when you are in a dark time and you're sharing this. It's very vulnerable to share how you feeling or what you're going
Mm-hmm.
through. And it's like it's kind of messed up to just disregard somebody just because you're going through something. And it's hard. It's easier said than done because when you in that moment, your head really might be fucked up and you don't want to hear that shit. But when it comes down to it, you just got to take a moment and think, like, damn, it's like a mirror. Like, we both going through some shit right now. Who am I to tell you like something to hurt you in this moment because I'm hurt? Like, we don't have to hurt each other just because we hurt, you know? Just be there for each other. It's okay sometimes to feel like you alone in your stuff. And who knows, you could tell them afterwards, yeah, I'm so sorry you dealing with that. I got this going on too, so I already know it's tough right now. Like, you don't got to be rude about it. Like, to share you're going through something as well. Y'all could lean on each other. And it takes a point of learning. Some people don't know this. Some people don't have that basic knowledge of empathy. So it takes a point of learning. It's okay, like, to be selfish, but be there for people at the same time. Yes, acknowledge their hurt. Show you care. Show them they're not alone. And just be open with sharing how you feel too instead of keeping it to yourself. Some people like to keep stuff to themselves. And I used to be said people, but I'm learning it's okay to lean on people. It's okay to share stuff. You don't have to expect people to fix it. Cause sometimes I do be in the headset like, oh, what the fuck they gonna do for me? Telling them ain't gonna do shit. But sometimes just letting it off your chest
Yep.
can really like let that energy out of your body. You'll be surprised after you let something off your chest. You'll be like, damn, that felt good. Sometimes it's not always
Mm-hmm.
about fixing it. It's just trying to get past that moment, that point where you're feeling down. And that's all it's really about when it comes to showing empathy. Just show a little bit of ounce of care. It could take you a long way,
Long
literally.
way.
And next thing, I had
Yeah.
so many people say, you don't know how much you helped me. And all I did was sit there and listen to them. I ain't say
That's all they
shit.
Hmm.
needed. That's all they needed.
I ain't say
Yeah.
shit. Sometimes that's all people need, literally.
I,
That's
I
all it
think
takes.
piggyback off of that one. Um, some like she said, sometimes we that's all we do need is a listening ear. But not everyone, not everyone knows that or knows how to do that. Some people they don't know how to just listen and just take in what you're doing. A lot of times too, and I've been at fault at times of like wanting to help fix the problem or like give my 2 cents on it when people just want a listening ear. They don't want a solution. They just want it to be clear in the air and like you said, get it off their chest so like they're not holding on to that. And also too, you gotta make sure you also are finding the right people to be give that vulnerability to because not everyone is as empathetic or can listen to those problems and just be present with you and actually you feel received. um and some people too, like depending on who you're talking to about this, like not everyone needs to know everything, like because some people can weaponize it against you,
Mm.
which you need to be able to distinguish. I would say like I have a solid 2 to 3 people like that. Like I know I can tell them any everything that's going on with me, and like I won't feel judged or I won't. I feel that love and that openness, and I can just be vulnerable with them and get things off my chest, and like they're understanding, and they know me. So but it's also you got to build that bond and that connection, that relationship with that person first before you get to that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very important. Very
Absolutely.
important because let me tell you that. Let me tell you a type of hurt that hurts when you tell somebody something and you think they ain't never gonna use it against you, and then they use it against you. That hurt is something different. Like I trusted you. No, that hurts. That cuts, and that's type of stuff to make you say, "Yeah, I'm not. I will never fuck with you again," because that's disrespecting myself. But that goes with like we're talking about basically the entire podcast, learning and knowing and growing each other, how to deal with other humans, and how to spot the good and bad in humans, and who to avoid, who not to avoid. I think that all comes with having a community, because especially when you're raising kids, when you just going through stuff in life, you don't know. I think a lot of times people are in bad situations nowadays because they were just isolated their entire life, and so they didn't really have lessons growing up of you should probably avoid that type of person, not that person, but that type of person. And so because they were never exposed to it, they walk right into it, and just oh, and then boom, they hit their head on that, and now they just. So I say all this to say we got to bring community back for sure. Bring community back. Everybody's to be sympathetic and empathetic to people, and just learn to. You are not the star of the show all the time. You are the star of your show some of the time, because even still in your story, God should always be the star in your story first. So, and that's even in your own story, God's first. So learn to humble yourself. That man, what can you say? Be humble, bitch. Sit down. Be humble. You gotta learn to be humble. It's not always about you. You gotta learn how to be humble, man. So, last question, man. What would a healthy connecting society look like? In y'all opinion, what would that look like?
Huh.
Um,
That's crazy. We gotta think about that.
I mean, I have the answer. I thought Rio was about to
Oh,
say
okay,
something.
okay.
Yeah, no. Go ahead, Telly.
I
That
know.
one.
We need more grace.
That's a
Not
word.
disregarding what's wrong, but just grace, more understanding, less judgment.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the times when I tell people that, they be like, nah, we need more judgment. We need less grace. And I'm like,
Because I don't think people know what grace truly is.
I don't think so.
I don't think because grace really is. Oh, I know you fucked up. I understand you fucked up. I'm mad that you fucked up, but I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna still love you through that. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
still walk you through. I'm still gonna be positive through that. I'm not stupid. I'm not acting like it didn't happen, but I'm gonna forgive you through that. And that's why I think it's hard for people to just say, "Oh no, I'm just mad about it," because grace is a
Yeah.
hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to do. To
I
to
feel like
sit there.
it's because people feel like once somebody did something, it's like, okay, now if I'm going forward with it and allowing them to still be my friend or still be in this community or whatever, we're just taking that disrespect, or we not standing on business. Everybody want to stand on
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my
business
god,
today.
Stand
Like
on business.
no business.
everybody want to be
Yeah.
pop out of motherfucking Sailor Man. And it's like,
Yeah.
what?
It
Like
ain't got to
for
be so
those who
black and
believe in the
white.
Lord and stand on the Bible, I don't think that's what the Lord was doing back in his days. Yes, at a certain point, but in the newer days, he wasn't just, off with your head. There was more grace. There was second chances. There was understanding. There was explanation behind, okay, this is maybe why. Let's sit it out with them, talk it out, explain to them why this is not okay. And if they still don't hear it out after that, if you don't hear out, oh, you being creepy because you doing this and you keep doing
And
it,
Mafia, welcome
then
in,
yeah,
welcome in,
off
Mafia.
with your head. You
No,
want to be a
exactly.
creep, you chose your life. That's different. But if it's just genuinely something where it's like, okay, this person is truly not understanding because they didn't learn this growing up. People say, oh, it's not my fault. This person didn't learn this growing up. Like, I'm not going to sit here and teach them. There's certain stuff that should be unforgivable, but certain stuff I feel like could be
To be
given a little
taught.
more understanding, a little more grace, and not just disregard it
Hmm.
off the jump. Like, yeah, we not fucking with this. This shit gotta go. Like,
Mhm.
we can't do this. And it comes a lot from, I feel like, the cancel culture, and especially like with businesses trying to uphold their integrity and stuff. And now people on social media are treating themselves like businesses because we say we have a brand to uphold, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
we
Hmm.
look at ourselves like, okay, I can't allow this because this is my business. This is my brand. Like, if I allow this, then everybody gonna be looking at me like, oh, what you doing? Like, we think too much about what other people care about, what other people are gonna think, how other people are gonna look at us as a whole. And it's like, let loose on a little bit of that. It's not gonna kill
Just
you.
a little bit. Just a little bit. Not everything.
Just a little tiny bit. Like, it's y'all got a little strong hold right now in society when it comes to not letting shit slide these days, which is cool. Like, yeah, yeah, but damn, it just be certain shit where I be feeling bad. Like, I feel bad for this person,
Hmm.
and I see different standpoints. I never understood it. Like, when certain people do stuff, I be looking at it from different standpoints, like how they felt in that moment. What could have led
Mhm.
them to doing that? Because that could be me.
That could be
Never
you.
fucking know.
The world goes in
Shit.
circles. The
Hmm.
world goes in
Okay,
circles.
you
You're not
never
gonna always be
know.
the winner. You're not gonna always be the loser, but you will always be in both spots at some point in time. So I think
Okay.
you gotta always do that. But Mario, you come up with something right there? What you think it would look like?
Well, one, like she was saying, grace, which is something I had to learn in this past year of like one giving grace to myself because I feel like that's where it starts. Like
Hmm.
if you can't give yourself grace, there's no way you're gonna properly give anyone else grace. And I feel like nowadays people are a lot harder on themselves. And that leaks into like how they are with other people. So one, grace is definitely like the first step. And two is talking through our problems.
Hmm.
Just being able to talk through your problems that you have either with someone else or someone has with you. Just being able to talk through that rather than like you said, just cutting them off. And that's just it could have been something like really, really minor that was misunderstood. And we let it linger and you let it build and you build up your own story in your head. They got their own story in their head. And a simple conversation could really just abolish all the turmoil, all the beef, or whatever you got going on between the other person. If you just sit down and have that conversation, like, hey, like what's happening? Like what happened? Where did we go wrong? Where did you feel like I wronged you? And this is where I felt like I was wrong. And where can we meet on a common ground or like have some where we can find some basic understanding between both our perspectives. So it's just having like just way more emotional intelligence. I feel like is the key. Emotional intelligence of being able to one convey how you feel, be able to take the other person's perspective without first getting either emotional or defensive about it, and just be able to sit down and have a conversation and gain some basic understanding on another person's perspective in the situation, not being so stuck on um how they made you feel in like, all right, I'm not giving them any chance to make me feel that way or anything.
Mm. And that's true. That is 100 true because look, I'm gonna say this because I lived it. Hurt people hurt people. Okay,
Hmm.
so because hurt people, get some help. Michael Jordan time. Get some help. No, I'm just kidding. But no, everybody needs some help because I have
So that's
recently
going in
started
the
therapy.
edit.
You see me? So I've recently started therapy, and I love my therapy sessions, because she helps me see different things, different points of view. But even if you don't want to go to therapy, because some people are scared of that. I think everybody should go to therapy. Get a community around you, but to really have a community around you, go see the lady. Thank you, Nails. Go see the lady. Okay, go see that lady. Get a community around you
Lord, no.
who is not only just gonna hype you up. Cause I feel like too many times nowadays, people only want friends or they want fans. They want people who gonna hype them up and tell them, "Hey, oh, you doing this? And you killing out your hair look good." When in actuality, nah,
Yep.
you got shit stuck in your teeth. That dress don't really fit your body style. That hairstyle not really shaping your head. Like you need real friends to call you out and also hype you up. You know,
Hmm.
so you need to have community, and the community will do that. They're gonna tell you when you're wrong or where you're right. You need that, right? So we need to build a community together to where no matter what, you always gonna be staying on the right path. And because a real community is gonna make sure you feel loved. A real community is gonna make sure you're doing what's best for you. A real community is gonna make sure you're doing what's best for your family, your loved ones, sisters, brothers, cousins. They're not gonna make you. They're not gonna let you look crazy. Because one thing a real community is gonna do is when you are going to end up looking crazy. Because we had those moments. I was just one person I watched. I watched her stream. I'm a VIP in her stream, and she was drunk on stream doing crazy shit. And I had to tell her in chat. I'm like, yo, get off stream. You out here
Oh
venting
wow.
about your problems and get off stream. And still, but look, everybody's having a good time. No, they are laughing at you. They're not there for you. They're laughing at you. They're being entertained by your sorrows. That no, get off stream.
Dang.
Get off stream. And all and so what I was doing was being a real community friend. Get off stream. No, that's not cool. If you need somebody to talk to, I'll talk to you. We can DM, but get off stream. This isn't for that. And that's why you need a community of people. Now people are gonna laugh at you just because they entertained by your sorrows. But people gonna be real with people who can see through your sorrows, who can see through your craziness and say, "Hey, Telly hurt right now. Let me go talk to her. Real hurt right now." You know, uh, because sometimes you need some people to see through your bullshit. Because we all have moments where we got some bullshit. Can we be human for a second? All admit that we all got some moments where we done did some
I'll
said
be on
some
some
bullshit.
bullshit.
You know,
Definitely.
so you need people who gonna see through that bullshit. You know, and for anybody who
Hmm.
was there, for anybody who was there through my woman hating phase,
Hello.
and Mario know what I'm talking about. And anybody who was there through my woman hating
I
phase,
wasn't there for
he wasn't there for that.
that.
Thank you, Tony, for not being there. He wasn't there through
Thank
that.
God.
But let me tell you, I had a phase. I had a phase. I had a phase. To where if you had a genitalia, I did not like you. It had nothing to do. It had nothing to do with any of the women besides the one that caused it. It had nothing to do with any of y'all. So
Okay, makes sense.
hey, thanks for the raid, Krista. Hey, but yeah, so
W,
well, I want
Krista.
to say, the people who were there with me through that phase, and they saw me on stream and all this other stuff, and they said, you know what, Stu just hurt. He might say shit that's offensive as fuck to me, but that's not his core. I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna give him grace because let me tell you, there were some people who left me during that time, and rightly so. And rightly so. Hold on, a clip of Chris is playing. Ooh, okay.
Oh
Them scary
my.
games.
Man, what? Yeah, she played scary games. I mean,
Lord have mercy.
Anxiety.
so yeah, so you gotta have grace. You gotta have grace. I love both your answers. You gotta have
Oh
grace.
man.
And I think if I had to put my own spin onto that question was bring back love. Just bring back love. True love, not the BS people say just because they want a reaction out of you.
Hmm.
Not the BS people say just because they want you when you get in your drawers and make you smile. No, true love. You know what I'm saying? Like bring back that real love. Cause
Real
like
love.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like
searching for that real love.
and it goes deeper than just relationships. Like you can love somebody and not want to be with them romantically. You can bring back real love to where I want to see you succeed. Whether it's being a W mother, whether it's being a W father, whether it's whatever. Just I want to see you successful, and vice versa. You should be want the same for me, motherfucker. But no, like
Damn.
bring back love of community. love of growth, and just love. I'm gonna put it simple as one word: is bring back love, man. I love all of y'all. I love Stewville. I love anybody that comes to my stream, and I'm a lover boy through and through. Everybody knows that about me. And so everybody I come in contact with, I love you, because sometimes people don't feel that, and they don't know that there is somebody who loves them, because not everybody's a Christian. So not everybody knows that there is a person who will always love them. They don't have a connection with Jesus. So what Jesus told me to do, and I'm gonna tell, I'm a strong believer in this as a disciple. My job as a disciple of Christ is to let people know that there is someone who will love you despite anything. And it ain't me, it's that him, it's him. But
Please.
I can direct you to him. I can direct you to him. But what I will do is I'll be the mediator, and I'll let you know I do love you. I love you for who you are, despite your bad decisions. And if you're willing to turn away from that, I can help you get to the person who will always love you. Because sometimes I don't, you know. But even if you don't, I still love you enough to let you know. Okay. All jokes aside, this is a W freaking podcast. Telly, thanks for coming on today. Real, thanks for coming again as always. It was W.
No problemo.
So next week is the final episode of this series. We're talking about community. And so we've talked about my story in community. Today we talked about how community kind of fell apart, why it fell apart, and how we can get it back. But next week we gonna dive into the black side of it a little bit, since it is Black History Month. Okay, we're gonna talk about the black community.
Spicy.
And we gonna talk about how the black community got destroyed even to this day. Okay, for a lot of people do not know who Willie Lynch is. If you don't, I don't blame you. They hid this part of our history on purpose. Okay, and so next week we're talking about Willie Lynch, who he was, and how things and practices that he implemented over 500 years ago is still being affected to this day. And once we point out these different facts, you'll be able to walk down your street in your real life today and be like, "Damn, Willie, that's Willie right there." Like, and I only say that because that's what happened to me. Literally, after I read the letter and I started looking at different stuff, I went through my life and I was like, "I ain't even mad at you, no, brother, because I know that ain't you. That's just a side effect of what some shit that Willie did to our ancestors." So now that I know it got passed down to you, it helps give you grace. You know what I'm saying? Like you just said. Once I learned about Willie Lynch and what his practices were, I viewed black people a little bit differently, because I know that it's just a side effect of things that we were taught. And so next week, I'm finally going to share that knowledge on what I know from Willie Lynch, and we're going to dive into it. We're going to dive into it because a lot of people don't know. So that's next week. Always, and also, if you guys look for community, I gotta get some water. If you guys are looking for some community, make sure you guys join the Discord. I have created a brand new Discord from top to bottom. I'm pretty proud of it. You know what I'm saying? Pretty proud of it. We have movie nights in there. We just had a movie night yesterday. We have a lot of great things. So join the Discord. Not exclamation point Discord. I haven't updated that command. Click the link above. Click the link above. In chat. I gotta update that command. So you guys join the Discord, because I'm telling you, it's always a community. No matter what, you can post your food in there, your workout progress. You know, whether you need mental space, whatever. Stewville needs new residents, and our rent is cheap. Our rent only $5. You feel me? So rent is only $5. With that being said, man,
discounted rent.
That's cheaper than welfare. You know what I'm saying? That's cheaper than welfare. But no, thank you guys so much for another episode of the Cooldown Den. I was gonna rate Krista, but since she rated me, I don't know who to rate no more.
Oh wow.
So that just actually I know how I'm gonna rate. But thank you guys so much for tuning into the Cooldown Den. As always, I'm gonna finish this by saying what I always say: make sure y'all kiss them, you hug them, and you tell them that you love them, because you never know how long they're gonna be here, man. It's your boy Stu, and thanks y'all for watching. Peace.
Yachty, baby. Peace, love, and happiness.
Bye.